1. Introduction to cave excavation. 1.1 Understanding the purpose of cave excavation. Cave excavation is the process of removing soil, rocks, and other materials from a cave in order to explore, study, or utilize the cave for various purposes. Excavating caves can be a challenging and complex task that requires careful planning, specialized tools, and a thorough understanding of the cave environment. The purpose of cave excavation can vary depending on the specific goals and objectives of the project. Here are some common reasons why caves are excavated. 1. Scientific research and exploration. Caves are natural underground formations that provide valuable insights into the Earth's history, geology, and ecosystems. Excavating caves allows scientists and researchers to study cave formations, collect samples, and discover new species. By exploring and excavating caves, scientists can gain a better understanding of the natural world and make important scientific discoveries. 2. Archaeological investigations. Caves have been used by humans for thousands of years as shelters, burial sites, and ceremonial spaces. Excavating caves can reveal important archaeological artifacts, such as tools, pottery, and ancient artwork. Archaeologists carefully excavate caves to uncover evidence of past human activities and gain insights into ancient civilizations. 3. Resource extraction. Some caves contain valuable resources such as minerals, gemstones, or fossil fuels. Excavating caves can be done to extract these resources for commercial purposes. However, it is important to ensure that the extraction is done in an environmentally responsible manner to minimize the impact on the cave ecosystem. 4. Infrastructure development. In certain cases, caves can be utilized for infrastructure development. Excavating caves can create space for underground storage facilities, underground transportation systems, or even underground living spaces. This can help optimize land use and provide innovative solutions for urban development. 5. Recreational and touristic purposes. Caves are often popular tourist attractions due to their unique geological features and natural beauty. Excavating caves can be done to create safe and accessible pathways for visitors, install lighting systems, and develop visitor centers. This allows people to experience the wonders of caves while ensuring their safety and preserving the cave environment. 6. Environmental conservation. Excavating caves can also be done for conservation purposes. By removing debris, pollutants, or invasive species from caves, the natural habitat can be restored and protected. Excavation can also help in the restoration of cave formations that have been damaged due to human activities or natural processes. It is important to note that cave excavation should always be carried out with caution and respect for the cave environment. Caves are delicate ecosystems that can be easily damaged by improper excavation techniques or careless handling of equipment. Therefore, it is crucial to have a thorough understanding of the cave's geological and ecological characteristics before initiating any excavation activities. In the following sections of this book, we will explore the safety precautions, tools and equipment, planning and preparation, and various techniques involved in cave excavation. By understanding the purpose of cave excavation and following proper procedures, you can ensure a successful and responsible exploration of caves. 1.2 Safety precautions for cave excavation. Excavating caves can be an exciting and rewarding endeavor, but it is crucial to prioritize safety throughout the process. Cave excavation involves working in confined spaces, dealing with potential hazards, and facing unpredictable conditions. Therefore, it is essential to take proper safety precautions to ensure the well-being of the excavation team. This section will outline some important safety measures to consider when undertaking cave excavation. 1. Assessing the cave environment. Before starting any excavation work, it is crucial to thoroughly assess the cave environment for potential hazards. Conducting a comprehensive risk assessment will help identify and mitigate any dangers that may be present. Some key factors to consider during the assessment include air quality. Poor air quality can be a significant hazard in caves, especially in enclosed or poorly ventilated areas. It is essential to test the air for the presence of harmful gases, such as carbon dioxide, methane, or hydrogen sulfide, before entering the cave. Proper ventilation systems should be in place to ensure a constant supply of fresh air. Stability of cave structures. Caves can have unstable rock formations, loose soil, or weak ceilings, which can pose a significant risk of collapse. It is crucial to assess the stability of the cave structures and take necessary precautions, such as installing support systems, before excavation begins. Water hazards. Caves often have water sources, such as underground rivers or pools, which can present drowning risks. It is important to identify and manage water hazards by implementing proper drainage systems and ensuring the excavation area is free from standing water. 2. Personal protective equipment (PPE). Wearing appropriate personal protective equipment (PPE) is essential for the safety of the excavation team. The following PPE should be worn during cave excavation. Hard hats. Hard hats protect the head from falling rocks, debris, or accidental bumps against cave walls. They should be worn at all times during excavation. Protective clothing. Durable and comfortable clothing, such as coveralls or work pants and shirts, should be worn to protect the body from abrasions, cuts, and exposure to hazardous substances. Safety boots. Sturdy, slip-resistant boots with steel toe caps provide protection for the feet from falling objects and potential foot injuries. Gloves. Wearing gloves is essential to protect the hands from sharp rocks, rough surfaces, or potential contact with hazardous substances. Eye and ear protection. Safety goggles or glasses should be worn to protect the eyes from dust, debris, or chemical splashes. Additionally, earplugs or earmuffs should be used in noisy cave environments to prevent hearing damage. 3. Communication and emergency preparedness. Maintaining effective communication and being prepared for emergencies are critical aspects of cave excavation safety. The following measures should be implemented. Communication systems. Establish a reliable communication system within the excavation team. This can include handheld radios, signal devices, or even a designated system of hand signals for communication in areas with limited or no reception. Emergency plans. Develop and communicate clear emergency plans to all team members. These plans should include evacuation procedures, emergency contact information, and protocols for dealing with injuries or accidents. First aid kits. Ensure that well-stocked first aid kits are readily available at the excavation site. All team members should be trained in basic first aid procedures. Emergency rescue equipment. Depending on the complexity of the excavation, specialized rescue equipment, such as stretchers, ropes, or harnesses, may be necessary. Ensure that all team members are trained in the proper use of this equipment. 4. Training and experience. Proper training and experience are vital for safe cave excavation. All team members should receive comprehensive training on cave safety, including hazard identification, emergency procedures, and the proper use of equipment. It is also important to have experienced personnel leading the excavation, as they can provide guidance and make informed decisions to ensure the safety of the team. 5. Regular inspections and maintenance. Regular inspections and maintenance of equipment and support systems are crucial for ensuring ongoing safety during cave excavation. Inspect all tools, machinery, and support structures before each use to identify any signs of wear, damage, or malfunction. Regularly maintain and repair equipment as needed to prevent accidents or failures during excavation. 6. Environmental considerations. Cave excavation should be conducted with utmost care for the environment. Take measures to minimize disturbance to cave ecosystems, such as avoiding unnecessary removal of cave formations or disturbing wildlife. Follow any applicable environmental regulations and guidelines to ensure the preservation of the cave's natural state. By following these safety precautions, cave excavation can be conducted in a secure and responsible manner. Prioritizing safety at all stages of the excavation process will help protect the well-being of the team and ensure a successful and enjoyable exploration of caves. 1.3 Tools and equipment for cave excavation. Excavating caves requires specialized tools and equipment to ensure efficiency, safety, and accuracy. In this section, we will explore the essential tools and equipment needed for cave excavation. 1. Shovels and picks. Shovels and picks are fundamental tools for cave excavation. They are used to remove loose soil, rocks, and debris from the cave floor and walls. Shovels with sturdy handles and sharp blades are ideal for digging and moving soil, while picks with pointed ends are useful for breaking up hard rocks and compacted materials. 2. Trowels and brushes. Trowels and brushes are essential for delicate excavation work in caves, especially when dealing with fragile cave formations such as stalactites and stalagmites. Trowels with narrow blades allow for precise digging and scraping, while brushes with soft bristles help remove loose sediment without damaging the cave features. 3. Headlamps and flashlights. Proper lighting is crucial for cave excavation, as caves are often dark and lack natural light sources. Headlamps and flashlights provide hands-free illumination, allowing excavators to see clearly while working. It is important to choose headlamps and flashlights with long battery life and adjustable brightness settings to ensure uninterrupted work in the cave environment. 4. Helmets and protective gear. Safety should always be a top priority during cave excavation. Helmets are essential to protect the head from falling rocks or debris. Additionally, wearing protective gear such as gloves, knee pads, and safety glasses can prevent injuries and ensure a safer working environment. 5. Surveying and mapping tools. Accurate surveying and mapping are crucial for documenting cave systems and understanding their geological features. Surveying tools such as compasses, clinometers, and laser rangefinders help measure distances, angles, and elevations within the cave. Mapping tools like graph paper, pencils, and tape measures are used to create detailed cave maps, recording important features and measurements. 6. Ground penetrating radar (GPR). Ground penetrating radar (GPR) is a valuable tool for cave excavation, especially when dealing with unknown or hidden cavities. GPR uses electromagnetic waves to detect changes in subsurface materials, allowing excavators to identify potential voids or cavities before digging. This technology can save time and effort by providing valuable information about the cave's structure and potential hazards. 7. Rock drills and breakers. In cases where manual excavation is not sufficient, rock drills and breakers are used to break up hard rocks and create pathways within the cave. Rock drills use pneumatic or hydraulic power to penetrate and break rocks, while breakers deliver powerful blows to fracture large rocks into smaller, more manageable pieces. These tools require proper training and safety precautions to operate effectively. 8. Lifting and transporting equipment. Moving heavy rocks, debris, or equipment within the cave can be challenging. Lifting and transporting equipment such as pulleys, ropes, and winches are essential for safely moving heavy objects. These tools help distribute the weight and provide mechanical advantage, making it easier to lift and transport materials in the confined space of a cave. 9. Ventilation and air quality monitoring equipment. Caves often have limited airflow and can contain hazardous gases or poor air quality. Ventilation equipment, such as fans or blowers, helps circulate fresh air and remove harmful gases or dust particles. Air quality monitoring devices, such as gas detectors or particulate monitors, are used to ensure a safe working environment by continuously monitoring the air for potential hazards. 10. Communication devices. Maintaining communication within the cave is crucial for safety and coordination. Two-way radios or walkie-talkies are commonly used to keep in touch with other team members during excavation. It is important to choose communication devices with a long range and reliable signal to ensure effective communication in the challenging cave environment. Remember, proper training and knowledge of how to use these tools and equipment are essential for safe and efficient cave excavation. Always follow safety guidelines and consult with experts or experienced cave explorers before attempting any excavation work. 1.4 Planning and preparation for cave excavation. Excavating caves requires careful planning and preparation to ensure a safe and successful operation. This section will guide you through the essential steps to take before starting the excavation process. Conducting a preliminary site assessment. Before beginning any excavation work, it is crucial to conduct a preliminary site assessment to gather information about the cave and its surrounding environment. This assessment will help you understand the challenges and potential risks associated with the excavation project. Here are some key aspects to consider during the assessment. Geological survey. Conduct a thorough geological survey of the cave site to understand the rock formations, stability, and potential hazards. This information will help you determine the appropriate excavation techniques and support systems required. Environmental assessment. Evaluate the impact of the excavation on the surrounding environment, including flora, fauna, and water sources. Identify any sensitive areas that need protection and develop strategies to minimize environmental impact. Access and safety. Assess the accessibility of the cave site and identify any potential safety hazards such as unstable terrain, steep slopes, or loose rocks. Ensure that proper safety measures are in place to protect workers during the excavation process. Legal and regulatory considerations. Familiarize yourself with the local laws and regulations governing cave excavation. Obtain any necessary permits or permissions required for the project and ensure compliance with environmental and safety standards. Developing a detailed excavation plan. Once the preliminary site assessment is complete, it is time to develop a detailed excavation plan. This plan will serve as a roadmap for the entire excavation process and should include the following components. Objective and scope. Clearly define the objective of the excavation project. Determine the scope of work, including the size of the excavation area, depth, and specific features to be uncovered or studied. Timeline and schedule. Establish a realistic timeline for the excavation project, taking into account factors such as weather conditions, availability of resources, and any potential delays. Create a detailed schedule outlining the sequence of tasks and milestones to be achieved. Resource allocation. Identify the resources required for the excavation, including personnel, equipment, and materials. Ensure that you have the necessary expertise and equipment to carry out the excavation safely and efficiently. Excavation techniques. Select the most appropriate excavation techniques based on the geological survey and the objectives of the project. Consider factors such as manual excavation, mechanical excavation, or blasting techniques, depending on the nature of the cave and the desired outcome. Safety measures. Develop a comprehensive safety plan that includes protocols for personal protective equipment, PPE, emergency response, and communication. Conduct regular safety training sessions for all personnel involved in the excavation. Waste management. Establish a waste management plan to handle any excavated materials or debris. Ensure that proper disposal methods are in place to minimize environmental impact and comply with local regulations. Documentation and recording. Determine the methods for documenting and recording the excavation process. This may include photography, mapping, and note-taking to create a detailed record of the excavation activities and any significant findings. Preparing the excavation site. Before commencing the actual excavation, it is essential to prepare the site to ensure a smooth and efficient operation. Here are some key steps to follow during the preparation phase. Clearing and cleaning. Remove any vegetation, debris, or loose rocks from the excavation area to create a safe and accessible workspace. Clearing the site will also help in identifying any potential hazards or obstacles. Establishing access points. Determine the best access points to the cave site, considering factors such as proximity to the excavation area, safety, and ease of transportation for personnel and equipment. Installing safety measures. Set up safety measures such as barriers, warning signs, and fencing to restrict access to the excavation site and ensure the safety of workers and visitors. Securing equipment and supplies. Ensure that all necessary equipment, tools, and supplies are readily available at the site. This includes excavation machinery, lighting, ventilation systems, safety gear, and first aid kits. Communication and emergency protocols. Establish clear communication channels and emergency protocols to facilitate effective coordination among the excavation team. This includes establishing a system for regular check-ins, emergency contact information, and evacuation procedures if needed. By following these planning and preparation steps, you will be well equipped to begin the excavation process with confidence and ensure a safe and successful cave exploration project. Remember to always prioritize safety and environmental considerations throughout the entire excavation process. 2. Site selection for cave excavation. 2.1 Factors to consider in choosing a cave site. Choosing the right cave site for excavation is crucial to the success of any cave exploration project. There are several factors that need to be considered before selecting a cave site. These factors include geological characteristics, accessibility, safety, environmental impact, and legal considerations. By carefully evaluating these factors, cave explorers can ensure that they choose a suitable site for excavation. Geological characteristics. One of the most important factors to consider when choosing a cave site is its geological characteristics. The geological makeup of a cave can provide valuable information about its potential for exploration and excavation. Some key geological factors to consider include rock type. Different types of rock formations can have varying degrees of stability and suitability for excavation. For example, limestone caves are often more easily excavated than caves formed in other types of rock. Cave formation. The formation process of the cave can also impact its suitability for excavation. Caves formed through processes such as erosion, dissolution, or volcanic activity may have different characteristics that need to be taken into account. Size and shape. The size and shape of the cave can determine its accessibility and potential for exploration. Large, spacious caves may offer more opportunities for excavation and research, while smaller, narrow caves may present more challenges. Stability. The stability of the cave structure is crucial for the safety of the excavation team. It is important to assess the stability of the cave roof, walls, and floor to ensure that they can support the excavation activities. Accessibility. Another important factor to consider is the accessibility of the cave site. Accessibility can impact the logistics of the excavation project and the safety of the team. Some key considerations for accessibility include location. The location of the cave site plays a significant role in its accessibility. Is the cave located in a remote area or near a populated region? Is it easily accessible by road or does it require a long hike or specialized transportation? Entrance size and shape. The size and shape of the cave entrance can determine the ease of access for the excavation team and the equipment. A large, wide entrance may allow for easier transportation of tools and machinery. Vertical access. If the cave has vertical sections or requires rappelling or climbing, it is important to assess the skills and equipment needed for safe access. Proximity to facilities. Consider the proximity of the cave site to facilities such as accommodations, medical services, and supply stores. This is important for the logistical support of the excavation team. Safety. Safety should always be a top priority when choosing a cave site for excavation. Cave exploration and excavation can be inherently dangerous, so it is important to assess potential risks and take appropriate safety measures. Some safety considerations include air quality. Assess the air quality within the cave to ensure that it is safe for humans to breathe. The presence of toxic gases or low oxygen levels can pose serious risks to the excavation team. Hazardous conditions. Evaluate the presence of any hazardous conditions within the cave, such as unstable rock formations, loose debris, or potential flooding. These hazards can pose risks to the safety of the team. Emergency exits. Identify the presence of multiple emergency exits within the cave to ensure that the team has a safe way to exit in case of an emergency. Communication. Consider the availability of communication systems within the cave to maintain contact with the outside world in case of emergencies. Environmental impact. Cave excavation can have a significant impact on the surrounding environment, so it is important to consider the potential environmental consequences of the project. Some key environmental factors to consider include ecological sensitivity. Evaluate the ecological sensitivity of the cave and its surrounding area. Some caves may be home to unique and fragile ecosystems that need to be protected. Endangered species. Determine if the cave is home to any endangered or protected species. Excavation activities should be planned in a way that minimizes disturbance to these species. Water sources. Assess the presence of water sources within the cave and their importance for the local ecosystem. It is important to avoid contaminating or depleting these water sources during excavation. Waste management. Develop a waste management plan to ensure that any waste generated during the excavation is properly disposed of and does not harm the environment. Legal and regulatory considerations. Before starting any cave excavation project, it is important to understand and comply with the legal and regulatory requirements in the area. Some key considerations include permits and permissions. Determine if any permits or permissions are required for cave excavation in the specific area. This may involve obtaining approvals from local authorities or landowners. Cultural and historical significance. Assess if the cave has any cultural or historical significance that may require special considerations or restrictions on excavation activities. Environmental regulations. familiarize yourself with any environmental regulations or laws that may apply to cave excavation. This may include regulations related to the protection of endangered species, water resources, or other environmental concerns. Indigenous rights. If the cave is located on indigenous lands, it is important to engage with the local indigenous communities and respect their rights and cultural heritage. By carefully considering these factors, cave explorers can choose a suitable cave site for excavation that ensures the safety of the team, minimizes environmental impact, and complies with legal and regulatory requirements. 2.2 Geological assessment for cave excavation. Before embarking on any cave excavation project, it is crucial to conduct a thorough geological assessment of the site. This assessment will provide valuable information about the geological conditions of the cave, which will help in determining the feasibility and safety of the excavation process. In this section, we will explore the key aspects of a geological assessment for cave excavation. Understanding the geological context. The first step in a geological assessment is to understand the geological context of the cave site. This involves studying the regional geology, including the types of rocks, their age, and their structural characteristics. It is important to identify the geological formations that are present in the area, as they can significantly influence the stability and behavior of the cave. Geological mapping. Geological mapping is an essential tool in the assessment process. It involves creating detailed maps that depict the distribution and characteristics of different rock types, faults, fractures, and other geological features. These maps help in identifying potential hazards, such as unstable rock formations or areas prone to collapse. They also provide valuable information for planning the excavation process, including the selection of suitable excavation techniques. Rock strength and stability. Assessing the strength and stability of the rocks within the cave is crucial for ensuring the safety of the excavation process. Various laboratory tests can be conducted to determine the rock strength, including uniaxial compression tests and point load tests. These tests provide information about the rock's ability to withstand stress and deformation. In addition to rock strength, it is important to evaluate the stability of the cave walls and roof. This can be done through visual inspections, as well as geotechnical surveys that measure the stability of the rock mass. Understanding the stability of the cave is essential for determining the need for support systems during excavation. Groundwater conditions. Another important aspect of the geological assessment is evaluating the groundwater conditions within the cave. Understanding the presence and behavior of water is crucial, as it can significantly impact the excavation process. Groundwater can weaken the stability of the rocks, increase the risk of collapse, and create challenges in dewatering the cave. To assess the groundwater conditions, hydrogeological surveys are conducted. These surveys involve measuring the water table level, identifying the sources of water, and determining the flow patterns within the cave. This information helps in planning the excavation process and implementing appropriate measures to manage water during excavation. Geological hazards. During the geological assessment, it is important to identify and evaluate potential geological hazards that may pose risks to the excavation process. These hazards can include faults, fractures, unstable rock formations, and areas prone to landslides. By identifying these hazards, appropriate measures can be taken to mitigate the risks and ensure the safety of the excavation team. Geotechnical investigations. Geotechnical investigations play a crucial role in the geological assessment for cave excavation. These investigations involve collecting samples of the rocks and soils within the cave and conducting laboratory tests to determine their engineering properties. This information helps in designing the excavation process, selecting suitable excavation techniques, and determining the need for support systems. Geotechnical investigations also help in assessing the potential for ground movement and deformation during excavation. This is particularly important in areas with weak or unstable rocks, where additional precautions may be required to ensure the stability of the cave. Geological assessment report. Once the geological assessment is complete, a comprehensive report should be prepared. This report should summarize the findings of the assessment, including the geological context, rock strength and stability, groundwater conditions, geological hazards, and any other relevant information. The report should also provide recommendations for the excavation process, including the selection of suitable excavation techniques and the need for support systems. In conclusion, a thorough geological assessment is essential for cave excavation projects. It provides valuable information about the geological conditions of the cave, helping in determining the feasibility and safety of the excavation process. By understanding the geological context, mapping the geological features, assessing rock strength and stability, evaluating groundwater conditions, identifying geological hazards, and conducting geotechnical investigations, the excavation team can plan and execute the excavation process with confidence and safety. 2.3 Environmental Impact Assessment for Cave Excavation. Cave excavation is a delicate process that requires careful consideration of the potential environmental impacts. Before undertaking any excavation project, it is essential to conduct an Environmental Impact Assessment (EIA) to evaluate the potential effects on the surrounding ecosystem. This assessment helps ensure that the excavation activities do not cause significant harm to the cave environment and its inhabitants. Understanding Environmental Impact Assessment. An environmental impact assessment is a systematic process that evaluates the potential environmental consequences of a proposed project. In the case of cave excavation, the assessment aims to identify and mitigate any adverse effects on the cave ecosystem, including its geological, hydrological, and biological components. The EIA process involves several key steps, including scoping, baseline data collection, impact prediction, impact evaluation, and the development of mitigation measures. These steps help assess the potential impacts of the excavation project and guide decision-making to minimize harm to the environment. Scoping. The scoping phase of the EIA involves identifying the key environmental components that may be affected by the excavation project. This includes considering the geological features, hydrological systems, and the flora and fauna present in and around the cave. By understanding the specific characteristics of the cave and its surroundings, the assessment can focus on the potential impacts that need to be evaluated. Baseline data collection. To assess the potential impacts accurately, it is crucial to gather baseline data on the cave ecosystem before the excavation begins. This data includes information on the cave's geology, hydrology, biodiversity, and any cultural or historical significance. Baseline data collection may involve surveys, mapping, and monitoring of the cave and its surroundings over a specific period. Impact prediction. Based on the collected baseline data, the next step is to predict the potential impacts of the excavation project on the cave ecosystem. This involves evaluating how the excavation activities may alter the cave's physical structure, hydrological systems, and the habitat of any flora and fauna present. The impact prediction considers both direct and indirect effects, such as changes in water quality, disturbance to cave formations, and disruption of wildlife habitats. Impact evaluation. Once the potential impacts have been predicted, the next step is to evaluate their significance. This involves assessing the magnitude, duration, and spatial extent of the impacts. The evaluation considers the sensitivity of the cave ecosystem and its ability to recover from the disturbance caused by the excavation activities. The impacts are categorized as either positive, negative, or neutral, depending on their nature and significance. Mitigation measures. To minimize the adverse impacts of cave excavation, mitigation measures are developed based on the findings of the impact evaluation. These measures aim to reduce or eliminate the potential harm to the cave ecosystem. Examples of mitigation measures include implementing best practices for excavation techniques, establishing buffer zones around sensitive areas, and implementing erosion control measures to prevent sedimentation in water bodies. Monitoring and adaptive management. Monitoring the excavation project and its impacts is crucial to ensure that the mitigation measures are effective. Regular monitoring allows for the early detection of any unforeseen impacts and provides an opportunity to adjust the mitigation measures accordingly. Adaptive management involves making changes to the project based on the monitoring results to minimize any ongoing or emerging impacts. Public consultation and stakeholder engagement. An essential aspect of the EIA process is engaging with stakeholders and the public. This includes consulting with local communities, indigenous groups, environmental organizations, and relevant government agencies. Their input and concerns can help shape the assessment process and ensure that all perspectives are considered. Conclusion. Environmental impact assessment is a vital component of cave excavation projects. It helps identify and mitigate potential adverse effects on the cave ecosystem, ensuring the long-term preservation of its geological, hydrological, and biological features. By following the EIA process and implementing appropriate mitigation measures, cave excavations can be conducted in a responsible and sustainable manner, minimizing harm to the environment and promoting the conservation of these unique underground ecosystems. 2.4 Legal and regulatory considerations for cave excavation. Excavating caves can be an exciting and rewarding endeavor, but it is important to understand and comply with the legal and regulatory requirements associated with this activity. Cave excavation is subject to various laws and regulations that aim to protect the environment, preserve cultural heritage, and ensure the safety of individuals involved in the process. In this section, we will explore the key legal and regulatory considerations that should be taken into account before undertaking any cave excavation project. Environmental regulations. Cave ecosystems are delicate and unique environments that require special protection. Therefore, it is crucial to be aware of and comply with environmental regulations when planning and conducting cave excavation. These regulations may vary depending on the country or region, but they generally aim to minimize the impact of excavation activities on the cave ecosystem. One common requirement is the need to obtain permits or approvals from relevant environmental agencies before starting any excavation work. These permits may involve submitting detailed plans and assessments of the proposed excavation, including its potential impact on cave formations, water quality, and the surrounding environment. It is important to consult with local authorities or environmental experts to ensure compliance with these regulations and to obtain the necessary permits. Additionally, some areas may be designated as protected or sensitive, requiring special considerations and restrictions on excavation activities. These designations may include caves that are home to endangered species, contain significant geological formations, or have cultural or historical importance. It is essential to research and understand the specific regulations and designations that apply to the cave site before initiating any excavation work. Cultural heritage and archaeological considerations. Caves have long been important sites for human habitation and cultural activities. As such, they often hold significant archaeological and cultural heritage value. Before excavating a cave, it is crucial to consider and comply with regulations related to cultural heritage preservation and archaeological investigations. In many countries, cave excavation that may disturb or uncover archaeological artifacts or human remains requires permits from the relevant cultural heritage authorities. These permits are typically obtained through a detailed application process that includes providing information about the proposed excavation, its purpose, and the potential impact on cultural heritage resources. It is important to engage with archaeologists or cultural heritage experts to ensure compliance with these regulations and to conduct any necessary archaeological investigations before excavation. Health and safety regulations. Excavating caves can be physically demanding and potentially hazardous. Therefore, it is essential to prioritize the health and safety of all individuals involved in the excavation process. Compliance with health and safety regulations is crucial to prevent accidents, injuries, and even fatalities. Health and safety regulations may include requirements for personal protective equipment (PPE), such as helmets, gloves, and safety harnesses, to be worn during excavation activities. These regulations may also outline specific training and certification requirements for individuals involved in cave excavation, particularly for tasks that involve working at heights, operating heavy machinery, or handling explosives. Furthermore, it is important to establish and follow proper safety protocols, including regular inspections of equipment, adequate lighting and ventilation in the cave, and emergency response plans. It is advisable to consult with health and safety experts or organizations to ensure compliance with the applicable regulations and to implement best practices for cave excavation safety. Liability and insurance. Cave excavation projects can carry inherent risks, and it is important to consider liability and insurance matters. Liability issues may arise if any damage occurs to the cave, surrounding properties, or individuals during the excavation process. It is advisable to consult with legal professionals to understand the potential liabilities associated with cave excavation and to take appropriate measures to mitigate these risks. Obtaining appropriate insurance coverage is also essential to protect against potential financial losses resulting from accidents, property damage, or legal claims. Insurance policies specifically tailored to cave excavation activities can provide coverage for liability, equipment damage, and other potential risks. It is important to consult with insurance providers who specialize in cave-related activities to ensure adequate coverage for the specific needs of the excavation project. Conclusion. Before embarking on any cave excavation project, it is crucial to thoroughly research and understand the legal and regulatory considerations associated with this activity. Compliance with environmental regulations, cultural heritage requirements, health and safety regulations, and liability and insurance matters is essential to ensure the success and sustainability of the excavation project. By adhering to these legal and regulatory considerations, cave explorers can contribute to the preservation and responsible management of these unique and valuable underground environments. 3. Cave surveying and mapping. 3.1 Importance of cave surveying and mapping. Cave surveying and mapping play a crucial role in the field of cave exploration and excavation. It is an essential process that allows cave explorers and researchers to accurately document and understand the intricate details of cave systems. This section will delve into the importance of cave surveying and mapping and highlight the benefits it brings to the field of cave exploration. Accurate documentation and visualization. One of the primary reasons for conducting cave surveying and mapping is to create accurate documentation and visualization of cave systems. By meticulously measuring and recording the dimensions, passages, and features of a cave, surveyors can create detailed maps that provide a comprehensive overview of the cave's layout. These maps serve as valuable references for future explorations, scientific research, and cave management. Accurate documentation is crucial for understanding the geological formations, hydrology, and biodiversity within a cave. It allows researchers to analyze the relationships between different cave features and study the processes that have shaped the cave over time. By visualizing the cave system through maps, scientists can identify patterns, make observations, and formulate hypotheses about the cave's formation and evolution. Navigation and safety. Cave surveying and mapping are essential for navigation and safety purposes. Cave systems can be complex and labyrinthine, with numerous interconnected passages and chambers. Without accurate maps, it is easy for explorers to get disoriented or lost within the cave. By using detailed cave maps, explorers can navigate through the cave system more efficiently, reducing the risk of getting lost or encountering dangerous situations. In addition to navigation, cave maps also help identify potential hazards within the cave. By marking unstable areas, steep drops, or underwater passages, cave maps provide crucial information for cave explorers to plan their routes and take necessary precautions. This knowledge is especially important in caves with challenging terrain or hazardous conditions, where a small mistake can have severe consequences. Scientific research and exploration. Cave surveying and mapping are invaluable tools for scientific research and exploration. By accurately documenting the dimensions and features of a cave, researchers can study the cave's geological, hydrological, and ecological characteristics. This information aids in understanding the processes that have shaped the cave and the unique ecosystems that thrive within it. Cave maps also facilitate the exploration of uncharted cave systems. By analyzing existing maps and identifying unexplored areas, cave explorers can plan their expeditions more effectively. The maps provide a foundation for exploration, allowing researchers to focus their efforts on areas that have not been thoroughly investigated. This approach increases the chances of discovering new passages, formations, or even previously unknown species. Cave management and conservation. Cave surveying and mapping are essential for cave management and conservation efforts. Accurate maps provide a baseline for monitoring and assessing the condition of a cave over time. By comparing maps from different periods, researchers can identify changes in the cave's structure, such as collapses or shifts in formations. This information helps in evaluating the impact of natural processes or human activities on the cave's integrity. Furthermore, cave maps assist in the development of conservation strategies. By identifying sensitive areas, such as fragile formations or critical habitats, cave managers can implement measures to protect these vulnerable features. Cave maps also aid in determining access restrictions, ensuring that visitors and researchers do not inadvertently damage the cave or disturb its delicate ecosystems. Cultural and historical significance. Cave surveying and mapping are not limited to scientific purposes, they also contribute to the preservation of cultural and historical heritage. Many caves hold significant archaeological, paleontological, or cultural artifacts that provide insights into past civilizations or ancient ecosystems. Accurate mapping of these caves allows researchers to document and preserve these valuable resources for future generations. Cave maps help archaeologists and historians understand the spatial relationships between different artifacts or features within a cave. This knowledge aids in reconstructing past human activities, studying ancient art, or deciphering the cultural significance of a cave. By mapping these caves, researchers can ensure that the cultural and historical value of these sites is preserved and shared with the public. In conclusion, cave surveying and mapping are vital components of cave exploration and excavation. They provide accurate documentation, aid in navigation and safety, facilitate scientific research and exploration, contribute to cave management and conservation efforts, and preserve cultural and historical heritage. By investing in the process of cave surveying and mapping, cave explorers and researchers can unlock the mysteries of these underground worlds and ensure their long-term preservation. 3.2 Methods and techniques for cave surveying. Cave surveying is a crucial step in the exploration and excavation of caves. It involves the measurement and mapping of cave passages, chambers, and features to create accurate cave maps. These maps not only provide valuable information for cave explorers and researchers but also aid in safety planning and conservation efforts. In this section, we will explore the various methods and techniques used in cave surveying. Compass and tape surveying. Compass and tape surveying is one of the most basic and widely used methods in cave surveying. It involves the use of a compass to measure the direction of passages and a tape measure to measure the distance between points. This method is relatively simple and requires minimal equipment, making it accessible to cave explorers of all levels of experience. To conduct a compass and tape survey, a team of surveyors moves through the cave, taking measurements at various points of interest. The surveyors use a compass to determine the azimuth or bearing of each passage, noting the angle in degrees. They also measure the distance between points using a tape measure or a measuring wheel. The surveyors record these measurements in a survey book or on survey sheets, which are later used to create a cave map. The accuracy of the survey depends on the precision of the compass and tape measurements, as well as the skill of the surveyors in accurately recording the data. Laser distance measuring. Laser distance measuring is a more advanced technique used in cave surveying. It involves the use of a laser rangefinder or a total station to measure distances with high accuracy. This method is particularly useful in large or complex cave systems where precise measurements are required. In laser distance measuring, a surveyor uses a handheld laser rangefinder or a total station to shoot a laser beam at a target point. The device then calculates the distance based on the time it takes for the laser beam to bounce back. This method eliminates the need for manual tape measurements and provides highly accurate distance readings. Laser distance measuring also allows surveyors to measure vertical distances, which is essential for creating three-dimensional cave maps. By combining laser distance measurements with compass readings, surveyors can create detailed and accurate cave maps that accurately represent the cave's dimensions and features. Photogrammetry. Photogrammetry is a technique that uses photographs to create accurate three-dimensional models of cave passages and features. It involves taking a series of overlapping photographs from different angles and using specialized software to stitch them together and create a 3D model. To conduct photogrammetry in cave surveying, a surveyor takes a series of high-resolution photographs using a digital camera or a smartphone. The photographs should cover the entire area of interest, with sufficient overlap between each image. The surveyor then uses photogrammetry software to process the photographs and generate a 3D model of the cave. Photogrammetry provides a detailed and realistic representation of the cave, allowing surveyors to analyze the cave's structure and features in greater detail. It is particularly useful in documenting intricate cave formations, such as stalactites and stalagmites, as well as in creating virtual cave tours for educational or recreational purposes. Cave radiolocation. Cave radiolocation, also known as radio direction finding, is a technique used to determine the position of survey stations within a cave system. It involves the use of radio transmitters and receivers to measure the direction and distance between survey stations. In cave radiolocation, a surveyor places a radio transmitter at a known survey station and uses a handheld radio receiver to measure the direction and distance to the transmitter from another survey station. By repeating this process between multiple survey stations, the surveyor can triangulate the positions of the stations and create an accurate map of the cave system. Cave radiolocation is particularly useful in larger complex cave systems where direct line-of-sight measurements are not possible. It allows surveyors to accurately determine the positions of survey stations even when they are out of sight or located in different parts of the cave. Cave diving surveying. Cave diving surveying is a specialized technique used to survey underwater cave passages. It involves the use of scuba diving equipment and specialized surveying tools to measure and map the underwater portions of a cave system. In cave diving surveying, a team of cave divers equipped with underwater surveying tools moves through the underwater passages, taking measurements and mapping the cave features. The surveyors use specialized underwater compasses and measuring tapes to determine the direction and distance between points. Cave diving surveying requires advanced diving skills and specialized training in cave diving techniques. It is essential for accurately mapping underwater cave systems and understanding the interconnectedness of underwater and dry cave passages. Conclusion. Cave surveying is a critical step in the exploration and excavation of caves. By using various methods and techniques such as compass and tape surveying, laser distance measuring, photogrammetry, cave radiolocation, and cave diving surveying, surveyors can create accurate and detailed cave maps. These maps provide valuable information for cave explorers, researchers, and conservationists, aiding in safety planning, scientific studies, and preservation efforts. 3.3 Using technology in cave surveying. Cave surveying is a crucial aspect of cave exploration and excavation. It involves the accurate measurement and mapping of cave passages, chambers, and features. Traditionally, cave surveying was a labor-intensive and time-consuming process, relying on manual measurements and sketches. However, with advancements in technology, cave surveying has become more efficient and accurate. In this section, we will explore the various technologies that can be used in cave surveying. Laser scanning. One of the most significant technological advancements in cave surveying is the use of laser scanning, also known as LiDAR, light detection and ranging. Laser scanning involves the use of a laser scanner to emit laser pulses and measure the time it takes for the pulses to return after hitting cave surfaces. This data is then used to create highly detailed 3D models of the cave. Laser scanning offers several advantages over traditional surveying methods. Firstly, it allows for rapid data collection, significantly reducing the time required for surveying large cave systems. Secondly, laser scanning provides a high level of accuracy, capturing even the smallest details of cave features. This level of detail is crucial for understanding the cave's structure and planning excavation activities. Photogrammetry. Photogrammetry is another technology that has revolutionized cave surveying. It involves the use of photographs taken from different angles to create 3D models of cave passages and features. Specialized software analyzes the photographs and calculates the position and dimensions of various points in the cave. Photogrammetry offers several benefits in cave surveying. Firstly, it is a cost-effective method, as it only requires a digital camera and software. Secondly, it allows for the creation of highly accurate 3D models, providing valuable information for excavation planning. Additionally, photogrammetry can be used to create virtual tours of caves, allowing researchers and enthusiasts to explore the cave remotely. Ground-penetrating radar (GPR). Ground-penetrating radar (GPR) is a technology that uses electromagnetic waves to detect and map subsurface features. In cave surveying, GPR can be used to identify hidden passages, voids, and other geological structures that may not be visible to the naked eye. GPR works by emitting electromagnetic waves into the ground and measuring the time it takes for the waves to bounce back after encountering different materials. GPR is particularly useful in cave surveying because it can penetrate through rock and soil, providing valuable information about the cave's subsurface. By identifying hidden passages and voids, GPR can help guide excavation efforts and prevent accidental damage to delicate cave formations. Geographic Information Systems (GIS). Geographic Information Systems (GIS) are powerful tools that combine spatial data with various analytical techniques. In cave surveying, GIS can be used to store, analyze, and visualize cave survey data. GIS software allows for the integration of different types of data, such as cave maps, geological information, and environmental data. By using GIS, cave surveyors can create comprehensive databases of cave systems, making it easier to manage and analyze survey data. GIS can also be used to identify patterns and relationships within the data, providing valuable insights for cave exploration and excavation. Remote sensing. Remote sensing involves the use of aerial or satellite imagery to gather information about the Earth's surface. In cave surveying, remote sensing can be used to identify potential cave entrances, surface features that may indicate the presence of caves, and changes in vegetation that may indicate the presence of underground passages. Remote sensing techniques, such as aerial photography and satellite imagery, can provide a broader perspective of the cave's surroundings, helping cave surveyors identify potential areas for further exploration and excavation. Cave mapping software. In addition to the various technologies mentioned above, there are also specialized cave mapping software available. These software packages are designed specifically for cave surveying and mapping, providing tools and features that streamline the surveying process. Cave mapping software allows surveyors to input survey data, create accurate cave maps, and generate reports. These software packages often include features such as automatic calculation of cave dimensions, visualization of survey data in 2D and 3D, and the ability to export data in various formats. By utilizing these technologies and software, cave surveying has become more efficient, accurate, and accessible. These advancements have not only improved the quality of cave maps but also enhanced the overall understanding of cave systems. As technology continues to evolve, cave surveying will undoubtedly benefit from further advancements, making cave exploration and excavation easier and more precise. 3.4 Creating accurate cave maps. Creating accurate cave maps is an essential part of cave surveying and exploration. These maps provide valuable information about the layout, dimensions, and features of a cave system, allowing cave explorers and researchers to navigate and understand the cave environment more effectively. In this section, we will explore the techniques and considerations involved in creating accurate cave maps. Importance of accurate cave maps. Accurate cave maps serve as a crucial tool for cave explorers, researchers, and conservationists. They provide a visual representation of the cave system, including its passages, chambers, and geological formations. These maps help in understanding the cave's structure, identifying potential hazards, and planning exploration routes. Accurate cave maps also contribute to scientific research and conservation efforts. They allow scientists to study the geological processes that form the cave, analyze the distribution of cave fauna and flora, and monitor changes in the cave environment over time. Additionally, cave maps aid in the preservation of fragile cave formations by providing valuable information for managing visitor access and minimizing human impact. Techniques for creating accurate cave maps. Creating accurate cave maps requires a combination of surveying techniques, careful measurements, and meticulous documentation. Here are some key techniques commonly used in cave mapping. 1. Compass and tape surveying. Compass and tape surveying is a traditional method used to measure cave passages and distances. It involves using a compass to determine the direction of passages and a tape measure to measure their lengths. This technique is suitable for smaller caves or sections of larger caves with straightforward passages. To create a cave map using compass and tape surveying, a team of surveyors moves through the cave, taking measurements at regular intervals. They record the compass bearings and distances between survey stations, which are marked with flags or other visible markers. These measurements are then used to create a scaled map of the cave. 2. Laser scanning. Laser scanning, also known as lidar, light detection and ranging, is a modern technique that uses laser beams to create highly detailed 3D maps of cave systems. It involves scanning the cave walls, floor, and ceiling with a laser scanner, which measures the distance to various points in the cave. The collected data is then processed to create a digital representation of the cave. Laser scanning provides accurate and detailed cave maps, capturing even the smallest features and irregularities. It is particularly useful for large and complex cave systems, as it allows for efficient data collection and analysis. However, laser scanning requires specialized equipment and expertise, making it more suitable for professional cave surveyors and researchers. 3. Photogrammetry. Photogrammetry is a technique that uses overlapping photographs to create 3D models of cave environments. It involves capturing a series of high-resolution photographs from different angles and positions within the cave. Specialized software then analyzes the photographs, identifying common points and reconstructing the cave's geometry. Photogrammetry is a cost-effective and accessible method for creating accurate cave maps. It can be performed using consumer-grade cameras and software, making it suitable for both amateur cave explorers and professionals. However, it requires careful planning and attention to detail to ensure accurate results. Considerations for creating accurate cave maps. While creating accurate cave maps, there are several considerations that surveyors should keep in mind. 1. Data accuracy and precision. To ensure the accuracy and precision of cave maps, it is essential to use reliable surveying equipment and techniques. Regular calibration and maintenance of instruments are necessary to minimize errors. Surveyors should also take multiple measurements and cross-check data to ensure consistency and accuracy. 2. Cave mapping standards. Following established cave mapping standards is crucial for creating consistent and comparable cave maps. Various organizations and cave surveying groups have developed guidelines and standards for cave mapping, including symbol conventions, measurement units, and map scales. Adhering to these standards ensures that cave maps are easily understood and can be used by other researchers and explorers. 3. Documentation and annotation. Accurate cave maps should include detailed documentation and annotations. This includes labeling passages, chambers, and significant features, as well as recording geological formations, water sources, and potential hazards. Clear and concise annotations help users interpret the map and navigate the cave safely. 4. Regular updates. Cave environments are dynamic, with changes occurring over time due to natural processes or human activities. It is important to regularly update cave maps to reflect these changes. Surveyors should revisit caves periodically to update maps and document any new features or alterations. Conclusion. Creating accurate cave maps is a vital aspect of cave exploration, research, and conservation. These maps provide valuable information about cave systems, aiding in navigation, scientific study, and preservation efforts. By employing various surveying techniques and adhering to mapping standards, cave surveyors can produce detailed and reliable maps that contribute to our understanding and appreciation of these unique underground environments. 4. Excavation techniques for caves. 4.1 Manual excavation methods. Excavating caves can be a challenging yet rewarding endeavor. Manual excavation methods are often employed when dealing with delicate cave formations or when access to heavy machinery is limited. These methods require physical labor and careful attention to detail to ensure the preservation of the cave environment. In this section, we will explore various manual excavation techniques commonly used in cave exploration. Hand tools. Hand tools are essential for manual excavation in caves. They allow for precise and controlled removal of sediment, rocks, and other materials. Here are some commonly used hand tools in cave excavation. Shovels. Shovels are versatile tools used for digging and moving loose materials. They come in various sizes and shapes, including square point, round point, and flat blade shovels. Square point shovels are ideal for removing loose sediment, while round point shovels are better suited for digging in compacted soil or rock. Picks. Picks are used for breaking up hard materials such as rock or compacted soil. They have a pointed end for chipping away at the material and a flat end for prying and lifting. Trowels. Trowels are small handheld tools with a flat, pointed blade. They are used for precise excavation and delicate work, such as removing sediment around fragile cave formations. Brushes. Brushes are essential for cleaning and uncovering delicate cave formations. Soft bristled brushes are used to gently remove loose sediment without causing damage. Buckets. Buckets are used to collect and transport excavated materials. They should be sturdy and have a handle for easy carrying. Techniques for manual excavation. Manual excavation requires careful planning and execution to ensure the safety of the excavators and the preservation of the cave environment. Here are some techniques commonly employed in manual cave excavation. Strategic digging. Before starting the excavation, it is crucial to have a clear plan and understanding of the cave's layout. Excavators should strategically choose areas to dig, focusing on areas of interest or where the cave passage needs to be widened. This approach minimizes unnecessary disturbance to the cave environment. Layer-by-layer excavation. Manual excavation is typically done layer by layer, removing one layer of sediment or rock at a time. This method allows for careful examination of each layer and the identification of any significant findings or cave formations. Support systems. As excavation progresses, it may be necessary to install temporary support systems to ensure the stability of the cave. This can include wooden or metal props, braces, or scaffolding. These support systems help prevent cave collapses and protect the excavators. Sediment removal. Excavated sediment should be carefully removed from the cave to prevent contamination or damage to the cave environment. It is essential to use buckets or other containers to collect the sediment and carry it out of the cave for proper disposal. Recording and documentation. Throughout the excavation process, it is crucial to document and record all findings, including the location, depth, and nature of each excavation layer. This information helps create accurate cave maps and contributes to scientific research. Safety considerations. Safety should always be a top priority when engaging in manual cave excavation. Here are some important safety considerations to keep in mind. Proper ventilation. Caves can have poor air circulation, leading to the accumulation of harmful gases or lack of oxygen. It is essential to ensure proper ventilation during excavation to maintain a safe working environment. Personal protective equipment (PPE). Excavators should wear appropriate PPE, including helmets, gloves, safety glasses, and sturdy footwear. PPE helps protect against falling debris, sharp objects, and other potential hazards. Team communication. Clear communication among team members is crucial during manual excavation. Establishing a system of signals or using two-way radios can help maintain constant communication and ensure the safety of all team members. Emergency preparedness. Excavators should be prepared for emergencies by having a well-defined emergency response plan in place. This plan should include procedures for cave collapses, injuries, or other unforeseen events. Training and experience. Manual excavation should only be carried out by individuals with proper training and experience in cave exploration. It is important to understand the risks involved and have the necessary skills to mitigate them. By employing these manual excavation methods and adhering to safety protocols, cave explorers can uncover the hidden wonders of caves while preserving their delicate ecosystems. Manual excavation allows for a more hands-on and intimate exploration experience, ensuring the long-term preservation of these natural treasures. 4.2 Mechanical excavation methods. Mechanical excavation methods are an efficient and time-saving approach to cave excavation. These methods involve the use of heavy machinery and equipment to remove rock and debris from the cave system. Mechanical excavation techniques are particularly useful in large-scale cave projects or when dealing with hard and compacted rock formations. In this section, we will explore some of the commonly used mechanical excavation methods in cave exploration. Tunnel boring machines (TBMs). Tunnel boring machines, also known as TBMs, are powerful machines designed specifically for excavating tunnels and caves. TBMs are capable of creating smooth and precise tunnels by using a rotating cutting head equipped with cutting discs or picks. These machines can bore through various types of rock formations, including hard rock, soft rock, and even mixed ground conditions. TBMs are highly efficient and can excavate large sections of the cave system at a rapid pace. They are particularly useful in projects where speed and accuracy are crucial. TBMs can be operated remotely, reducing the risk to workers and allowing for continuous excavation. However, it is important to note that TBMs are expensive to purchase and maintain, making them more suitable for larger-scale cave excavation projects. Rock drills and breakers. Rock drills and breakers are commonly used mechanical excavation tools in cave exploration. These tools are designed to break and remove rock formations by applying high-pressure percussive or rotary forces. Rock drills are typically used to create boreholes or blast holes in the cave walls, while breakers are used to break down larger rock formations into manageable pieces. Pneumatic or hydraulic rock drills are commonly used in cave excavation due to their power and versatility. These drills can be operated by a single person and are capable of drilling holes of various sizes and depths. Breakers, on the other hand, are typically attached to excavators or other heavy machinery and are used to break down larger rocks into smaller fragments. Excavators and loaders. Excavators and loaders are essential pieces of equipment in mechanical cave excavation. These machines are used to remove excavated material from the cave system and transport it to the surface or designated disposal areas. Excavators are equipped with a bucket or a hydraulic arm that can dig and scoop up large amounts of rock and debris. Loaders, on the other hand, are used to load the excavated material onto trucks or other transportation vehicles. Excavators and loaders come in various sizes and configurations, allowing them to be used in different cave environments. Mini excavators are suitable for smaller caves or areas with limited access, while larger excavators and loaders are used in larger-scale cave projects. These machines are highly efficient and can significantly speed up the excavation process. Shotcrete and concrete spraying. Shotcrete and concrete spraying techniques are commonly used in cave excavation to stabilize and reinforce the cave walls and ceilings. Shotcrete involves spraying a mixture of cement, sand, and water onto the cave surfaces using a high-pressure hose. The sprayed material adheres to the rock surfaces, creating a strong and durable layer of concrete. Concrete spraying is particularly useful in unstable or fractured rock formations where additional support is required. It helps to prevent rockfalls and cave collapses, ensuring the safety of workers and preserving the integrity of the cave system. Shotcrete and concrete spraying can be done manually or using specialized spraying equipment mounted on excavators or other machinery. Remote-controlled robotic excavation. Remote-controlled robotic excavation is an emerging technology in cave exploration. These robotic systems are designed to operate in challenging cave environments where human access is limited or unsafe. Remote-controlled excavators and robotic arms equipped with cutting tools or breakers can be remotely operated to excavate and remove rock and debris from the cave system. Robotic excavation systems offer several advantages in cave exploration. They eliminate the need for human workers to enter hazardous or unstable cave areas, reducing the risk of accidents and injuries. These systems can also access tight or narrow spaces that are difficult for humans to reach, allowing for more comprehensive cave excavation. In conclusion, mechanical excavation methods play a crucial role in cave exploration. Tunnel boring machines, rock drills, breakers, excavators, loaders, shotcrete and concrete spraying, and remote-controlled robotic excavation are all valuable tools and techniques in excavating caves. The choice of method depends on the scale of the project, the type of rock formations, and the specific requirements of the cave system. By utilizing these mechanical excavation methods, cave explorers can efficiently and safely uncover the mysteries hidden within the depths of the underground world. 4.3 Blasting techniques for cave excavation. Blasting is a commonly used technique in cave excavation to remove large quantities of rock and create space within the cave system. It is an efficient method that allows for rapid progress in the excavation process. However, blasting in caves requires careful planning, expertise, and adherence to safety protocols to minimize the risks associated with the use of explosives. Understanding the principles of blasting. Before delving into the specific techniques used in cave excavation, it is important to understand the basic principles of blasting. Blasting involves the controlled use of explosives to break rock into smaller fragments, making it easier to remove. The success of a blasting operation depends on several factors, including the type and amount of explosives used, the design of the blast pattern, and the proper initiation of the explosives. Types of explosives. There are various types of explosives used in cave excavation, each with its own characteristics and applications. Common types of explosives include dynamite, ammonium nitrate fuel oil (ANFO), and emulsion explosives. Dynamite is a traditional explosive that consists of a mixture of nitroglycerin, a stabilizer, and an absorbent material. ANFO is a widely used explosive that combines ammonium nitrate and fuel oil. Emulsion explosives are a more modern type of explosive that consists of a mixture of oxidizers and fuel. The choice of explosive depends on factors such as the rock type, desired fragmentation, and safety considerations. It is crucial to consult with blasting experts and follow local regulations when selecting and handling explosives. Blast design and planning. Proper blast design and planning are essential for safe and effective cave excavation. The blast design involves determining the drill hole pattern, spacing, and depth, as well as the amount and placement of explosives. The goal is to achieve the desired fragmentation while minimizing the risk of fly rock, ground vibration, and air blast. Before initiating any blasting operations, a thorough assessment of the cave system should be conducted. This includes evaluating the rock mass properties, such as strength and structure, as well as identifying any potential geological hazards. The information gathered from cave surveying and mapping plays a crucial role in the blast design process. Drilling techniques. Drilling is a critical step in the blasting process as it determines the distribution and effectiveness of the explosives. The drill holes should be strategically placed to ensure optimal fragmentation and minimize damage to the surrounding rock. The size and spacing of the drill holes depend on factors such as the rock type, desired fragmentation, and blast design. There are several drilling techniques commonly used in cave excavation, including vertical drilling, inclined drilling, and horizontal drilling. Vertical drilling is the most straightforward method and is suitable for most blasting operations. Inclined drilling is used when specific rock structures or geological features need to be targeted. Horizontal drilling is employed in situations where access to the cave is limited, and drilling from the side is more practical. Charging and initiation. Once the drill holes are in place, the explosives are charged into the holes. The amount of explosives used depends on the desired fragmentation and the rock properties. It is crucial to follow the manufacturer's instructions and local regulations regarding the proper handling and loading of explosives. After the explosives are charged, the initiation system is installed. The initiation system consists of detonators and connecting wires that transmit the electrical signal to initiate the explosives. The timing and sequencing of the detonation are carefully planned to ensure a controlled and safe blast. Safety considerations. Blasting in caves presents unique safety challenges that must be addressed to protect workers and minimize environmental impacts. Some key safety considerations include personal protective equipment (PPE). All personnel involved in the blasting operation should wear appropriate PPE, including helmets, safety glasses, hearing protection, and protective clothing. Blast area security. The blast area should be properly secured to prevent unauthorized access. Warning signs and barriers should be placed to ensure the safety of workers and visitors. Blast monitoring. Ground vibration and air blast monitoring should be conducted to assess the impact of the blast on the surrounding environment. Monitoring helps ensure compliance with regulatory limits and prevents damage to nearby structures. Fly rock prevention. Fly rock, which refers to rock fragments propelled by the blast, can pose a significant hazard. Proper blast design, including the use of adequate stemming material, can help prevent fly rock. Ventilation. Adequate ventilation is essential to remove fumes and gases generated during the blasting process. Proper ventilation systems should be in place to maintain air quality within the cave. Training and certification. All personnel involved in the blasting operation should receive proper training and certification to handle explosives safely. Regular refresher courses and updates on safety protocols are essential to maintain a safe working environment. Conclusion. Blasting techniques play a crucial role in cave excavation, allowing for efficient removal of rock and creating space within the cave system. However, it is important to approach blasting with caution and adhere to strict safety protocols. Proper blast design, drilling techniques, charging, and initiation procedures are essential for a successful and safe blasting operation. By following best practices and consulting with blasting experts, cave explorers can effectively utilize blasting techniques while minimizing risks and ensuring the preservation of the cave environment. 4.4 Excavation Safety Measures. Excavating caves can be an exciting and rewarding endeavor, but it is crucial to prioritize safety throughout the process. Cave excavation involves working in confined spaces, dealing with unstable rock formations, and potential hazards such as falling debris and exposure to harmful gases. Implementing proper safety measures is essential to protect yourself and your team from accidents and ensure a successful excavation. In this section, we will discuss some important safety measures to consider when excavating caves. 1. Conduct a thorough risk assessment. Before starting any excavation work, it is essential to conduct a comprehensive risk assessment. This assessment should identify potential hazards and evaluate the level of risk associated with each one. Consider factors such as unstable rock formations, the presence of toxic gases, the risk of cave-ins, and the potential for falling objects. By identifying these risks, you can develop appropriate safety protocols and implement measures to mitigate them. 2. Use proper personal protective equipment (PPE). Personal protective equipment (PPE) is crucial for ensuring the safety of cave excavators. It is essential to provide all team members with the necessary PPE and ensure that they wear it at all times during excavation work. Some essential PPE for cave excavation includes hard hats, protect the head from falling objects and potential head injuries. Safety goggles, shield the eyes from dust, debris, and harmful gases. Respiratory protection. Depending on the cave's conditions, respiratory protection such as dust masks or respirators may be necessary to protect against harmful gases or airborne particles. Gloves protect the hands from sharp objects, rough surfaces, and potential chemical exposure. Safety boots provide protection for the feet from falling objects, uneven terrain, and potential hazards on the cave floor. 3. Ensure proper ventilation. Caves can often have poor air circulation, leading to the accumulation of harmful gases such as carbon dioxide, methane, or radon. It is crucial to ensure proper ventilation in the excavation area to maintain a safe working environment. This can be achieved by using fans, blowers, or natural ventilation methods to circulate fresh air into the cave and remove any toxic gases or airborne contaminants. 4. Establish communication protocols. Communication is vital during cave excavation to ensure the safety and coordination of the team. Establish clear communication protocols before starting the excavation work. This may include using two-way radios, hand signals, or other means of communication that work effectively in the cave environment. Regular check-ins and a designated system for emergency communication should also be established to ensure that team members can quickly communicate any issues or emergencies. 5. Implement proper lighting. Caves are often dark and can have uneven terrain, making it essential to have adequate lighting during excavation. Proper lighting not only helps to prevent accidents and injuries but also allows for better visibility of potential hazards. Use reliable and durable lighting sources such as headlamps, flashlights, or portable lighting systems to ensure that the excavation area is well lit. 6. Secure the excavation area. To prevent unauthorized access and ensure the safety of the excavation site, it is crucial to secure the area properly. This may involve setting up barriers, signage, or physical barriers to prevent entry by unauthorized individuals. By securing the excavation area, you can minimize the risk of accidents and maintain control over who enters the site. 7. Regularly inspect and maintain equipment. Regular inspection and maintenance of excavation equipment are essential to ensure its safe and efficient operation. Before each use, inspect all tools and equipment for any signs of damage or wear. Replace or repair any faulty equipment immediately to prevent accidents or malfunctions during excavation work. Additionally, ensure that all equipment is used correctly and that operators are trained in their proper use. 8. Provide adequate training and supervision. Proper training is crucial for all individuals involved in cave excavation. Ensure that all team members receive comprehensive training on excavation techniques, safety protocols, and emergency procedures. This training should cover topics such as cave-in prevention, hazard recognition, emergency response, and the proper use of equipment. Additionally, provide adequate supervision during excavation work to ensure that safety measures are followed and that any potential risks are addressed promptly. 9. Regularly monitor cave conditions. Cave conditions can change over time, and it is essential to monitor them regularly during excavation work. Keep an eye out for any signs of instability, such as cracks, loose rocks, or shifting formations. If any changes are observed, take immediate action to address the issue and ensure the safety of the excavation team. Regular monitoring will help identify potential hazards and allow for timely intervention to prevent accidents. 10. Have an emergency response plan. Despite all precautions, emergencies can still occur during cave excavation. It is crucial to have a well-defined emergency response plan in place. This plan should include procedures for evacuating the cave, contacting emergency services, and providing first aid. Ensure that all team members are familiar with the emergency response plan and conduct regular drills to practice the procedures. By implementing these excavation safety measures, you can minimize the risks associated with cave excavation and create a safer working environment for yourself and your team. Remember, safety should always be the top priority, and it is better to take extra precautions than to compromise the well-being of those involved in the excavation process. 5. Support systems for cave excavation. 5.1 Understanding the need for support systems. When it comes to cave excavation, one of the most critical aspects to consider is the need for support systems. Support systems are essential for ensuring the stability and safety of the cave during and after excavation. They help prevent cave collapses, protect workers, and maintain the integrity of the cave structure. In this section, we will explore the importance of support systems in cave excavation and discuss the various types, installation, maintenance, and monitoring of these systems. Importance of support systems. Caves are naturally formed underground structures that are often fragile and unstable. When excavating a cave, the removal of rock and soil can weaken the surrounding structure, making it prone to collapse. This is where support systems come into play. They provide reinforcement and stability to the cave, ensuring that it can withstand the excavation process and remain intact. Support systems are crucial for the safety of workers involved in cave excavation. They help minimize the risk of accidents and injuries by preventing cave-ins and collapses. By providing structural support, these systems create a safe working environment, allowing workers to carry out their tasks with confidence. Furthermore, support systems are essential for preserving the integrity of the cave. They help maintain the natural formations and features within the cave, preventing damage that could occur during excavation. By using appropriate support systems, cave explorers and researchers can ensure that the cave remains in its original state, allowing for further study and exploration. Types of support systems for caves. There are several types of support systems used in cave excavation, each designed to address specific needs and conditions. The choice of support system depends on factors such as the type of rock, the size of the cave, and the excavation method being employed. Here are some common types of support systems used in cave excavation. Rock bolts. Rock bolts are long, threaded rods that are inserted into holes drilled into the cave walls or ceiling. They provide reinforcement by anchoring the rock mass together, preventing it from collapsing. Rock bolts are commonly used in caves with weak or fractured rock formations. Shotcrete. Shotcrete is a mixture of cement, sand, and water that is sprayed onto the cave walls and ceiling. It forms a thick layer that provides immediate support and helps stabilize the cave. Shotcrete is often used in conjunction with other support systems to enhance their effectiveness. Steel sets. Steel sets consist of steel beams and supports that are installed to reinforce the cave structure. They are commonly used in larger caves or areas with high instability. Steel sets provide strong support and can be adjusted to fit the specific needs of the excavation site. Timber supports. Timber supports, such as wooden beams and posts, are used in smaller caves or areas where steel sets are not feasible. They provide temporary support during excavation and can be easily adjusted or removed as needed. Mesh and wire. Mesh and wire systems are used to reinforce the cave walls and prevent loose rocks from falling. They are typically installed in areas where there is a risk of rockfall or instability. Installation and maintenance of support systems. The installation of support systems requires careful planning and expertise. It is essential to assess the cave's stability and determine the appropriate type and placement of support systems. This assessment should be carried out by experienced professionals who understand the geological conditions and potential risks associated with the excavation. During installation, it is crucial to follow proper procedures and guidelines to ensure the effectiveness of the support systems. This includes correctly positioning the support elements, ensuring proper anchoring, and using the appropriate materials and techniques for installation. Once the support systems are in place, regular maintenance is necessary to ensure their continued effectiveness. This includes inspecting the support elements for any signs of damage or deterioration and making necessary repairs or replacements. Regular monitoring of the cave's stability is also essential to identify any changes or potential risks that may require additional support. Monitoring and assessing support systems. Monitoring the performance of support systems is crucial to ensure their effectiveness and the safety of the cave. This involves regularly assessing the condition of the support elements, monitoring any movement or deformation in the cave structure, and evaluating the overall stability of the excavation site. Various monitoring techniques can be used, depending on the specific requirements of the cave and the support systems in place. These techniques may include visual inspections, geotechnical measurements, and the use of advanced monitoring equipment such as inclinometers and strain gauges. By monitoring and assessing the support systems, cave explorers and researchers can identify any potential issues or risks and take appropriate measures to address them. This proactive approach helps ensure the long-term stability and safety of the cave, allowing for continued exploration and study. In conclusion, support systems are a vital component of cave excavation. They provide stability, protect workers, and preserve the integrity of the cave structure. Understanding the need for support systems and implementing them correctly is essential for a successful and safe cave excavation project. By choosing the appropriate support systems, installing them properly, and regularly monitoring their performance, cave explorers and researchers can ensure the stability and longevity of the cave for future generations to enjoy. 5.2 Types of support systems for caves. When it comes to cave excavation, support systems play a crucial role in ensuring the safety and stability of the underground environment. These support systems are designed to prevent cave collapses, control rock movement, and provide structural reinforcement. In this section, we will explore the different types of support systems commonly used in cave excavation. 5.2.1 Rock bolts. Rock bolts are one of the most widely used support systems in cave excavation. They consist of long, threaded rods that are inserted into pre-drilled holes in the cave walls or ceiling. The rods are then anchored in place using grout or resin. Rock bolts provide immediate support by transferring the load from the unstable rock mass to the bolt itself. They also help to control rock movement and prevent cave collapses. There are several types of rock bolts available, including fully grouted rock bolts, mechanical rock bolts, and expansion shell rock bolts. Fully grouted rock bolts are the most common type and are typically used in stable rock formations. Mechanical rock bolts, on the other hand, rely on mechanical expansion to provide support and are suitable for weaker rock formations. Expansion shell rock bolts are designed to provide support in highly fractured or jointed rock. 5.2.2 Shotcrete. Shotcrete, also known as sprayed concrete, is another commonly used support system in cave excavation. It involves spraying a mixture of cement, aggregates, and water onto the cave walls or ceiling using a high-pressure hose. The shotcrete material adheres to the rock surface, forming a strong and durable layer of support. Shotcrete provides immediate support and helps to stabilize the cave by reinforcing the rock mass. It can be applied in thin layers or built up to create a thicker lining, depending on the stability of the rock formation. Shotcrete is particularly effective in areas with loose or fractured rock, as it can fill in gaps and provide additional strength. 5.2.3 Rock bolting and shotcrete combination. In some cases, a combination of rock bolting and shotcrete is used to provide enhanced support in cave excavation. This approach involves installing rock bolts first to stabilize the rock mass, followed by the application of shotcrete to reinforce the cave walls or ceiling. The combination of rock bolting and shotcrete provides a comprehensive support system that addresses both immediate and long-term stability. Rock bolts provide immediate support, while shotcrete adds an additional layer of reinforcement. This combination is often used in areas with complex geological conditions or high rock stress. 5.2.4 Steel sets. Steel sets, also known as steel arches or ribs, are another type of support system commonly used in cave excavation. They consist of steel beams or arches that are installed in the cave to provide structural reinforcement. Steel sets are particularly effective in areas with weak or unstable rock formations. The steel beams or arches are typically prefabricated and can be easily transported and installed in the cave. They are designed to distribute the load evenly and provide support to the surrounding rock mass. Steel sets can be used in combination with other support systems, such as rock bolts or shotcrete, to provide a comprehensive support system. 5.2.5 Ground anchors. Ground anchors are a type of support system used to provide stability in caves with loose or weak rock formations. They consist of high-strength steel cables or rods that are anchored into the stable rock mass outside the cave. The cables or rods are then tensioned and connected to the cave walls or ceiling, providing additional support. Ground anchors are particularly effective in controlling rock movement and preventing cave collapses. They can be installed at various angles and depths, depending on the specific geological conditions. Ground anchors are often used in combination with other support systems, such as rock bolts or shotcrete, to provide a comprehensive support system. 5.2.6 Timber supports. In some cases, timber supports are used as a temporary or short-term support system in cave excavation. Timber sets consist of wooden beams or props that are installed to provide immediate support to the cave walls or ceiling. They are typically used in areas with unstable or loose rock formations. Timber supports are relatively easy to install and can be adjusted as needed. However, they are not as durable or long-lasting as other support systems, such as rock bolts or shotcrete. Timber supports are often used during the initial stages of excavation until more permanent support systems can be installed. In conclusion, support systems are essential in cave excavation to ensure the safety and stability of the underground environment. Rock bolts, shotcrete, rock bolting and shotcrete combination, steel sets, ground anchors, and timber supports are some of the commonly used support systems. The selection of the appropriate support system depends on the geological conditions, rock stability, and the specific requirements of the cave excavation project. It is important to consult with experts and engineers to determine the most suitable support system for each cave excavation scenario. 5.3 Installation and maintenance of support systems. Support systems play a crucial role in cave excavation, ensuring the safety and stability of the underground environment. In this section, we will explore the installation and maintenance of support systems in caves, including the different types of support systems and the steps involved in their installation and upkeep. Types of support systems. Before delving into the installation and maintenance procedures, it is essential to understand the various types of support systems commonly used in cave excavation. These support systems are designed to provide structural stability and prevent cave collapses. The choice of support system depends on factors such as the geological conditions of the cave, the size of the excavation area, and the intended use of the cave. Here are some commonly used support systems. Rock bolts. Rock bolts are long, threaded rods that are inserted into holes drilled into the cave walls or ceiling. They provide reinforcement by anchoring the rock mass together, reducing the risk of rock falls and cave collapses. Shotcrete. Shotcrete is a mixture of cement, aggregates, and water that is sprayed onto the cave walls and ceiling. It forms a thick layer of concrete, providing immediate support and preventing loose rocks from falling. Mesh and wire. Mesh and wire systems consist of steel mesh or wire panels that are installed on the cave walls and ceiling. They provide support by containing loose rocks and preventing them from dislodging. Timber supports. Timber supports, such as wooden beams and posts, are used in caves with unstable rock formations. They provide temporary support during excavation and can be easily adjusted or removed as needed. Ground anchors. Ground anchors are used to stabilize the cave floor. They consist of steel cables or rods that are anchored into the stable rock or soil beneath the cave floor, preventing it from shifting or collapsing. Installation of support systems. The installation of support systems in caves requires careful planning and execution to ensure their effectiveness and longevity. Here are the general steps involved in installing support systems. Site assessment. Before installing support systems, a thorough assessment of the cave's geological conditions should be conducted. This assessment helps determine the appropriate type and placement of support systems. Drilling. Depending on the chosen support system, holes may need to be drilled into the cave walls, ceiling, or floor. Specialized drilling equipment is used to create holes of the required depth and diameter. Anchoring. Once the holes are drilled, the support system components, such as rock bolts or ground anchors, are inserted and secured. This process may involve the use of grout or resin to ensure a strong bond between the support system and the surrounding rock or soil. Spraying. In the case of shotcrete, the mixture is prepared and sprayed onto the cave walls and ceiling using specialized equipment. The thickness of the shotcrete layer depends on the specific requirements of the cave and the support system design. Installation of mesh and wire. Mesh and wire systems are installed by attaching the panels to the cave walls and sealing using fasteners or anchors. The panels should be securely fixed to prevent any movement or dislodgement. Timber support placement. If timber supports are required, they should be carefully positioned to provide adequate support and stability. The timber supports can be adjusted or replaced as the excavation progresses. Maintenance of support systems. Regular maintenance is essential to ensure the continued effectiveness of support systems in caves. Here are some key maintenance practices. Inspections. Regular inspections should be conducted to assess the condition of the support systems. This includes checking for signs of damage, such as cracks, corrosion, or loose components. Any issues should be addressed promptly to prevent further deterioration. Cleaning. The support systems should be kept clean and free from debris. Accumulated dirt or vegetation can weaken the support system and compromise its stability. Regular cleaning helps maintain the integrity of the support system. Monitoring. Monitoring the performance of the support systems is crucial. This can be done through visual inspections, as well as the use of monitoring devices such as strain gauges or displacement sensors. Monitoring helps detect any changes or movements in the support system, allowing for timely intervention if necessary. Repair and replacement. If any damage or deterioration is detected during inspections or monitoring, appropriate repairs or replacements should be carried out. This may involve reinforcing or replacing components, applying additional shotcrete, or adjusting timber supports. Documentation. It is important to maintain detailed records of the installation, maintenance, and repairs of support systems. This documentation helps track the history of the support systems and provides valuable information for future reference. By following these installation and maintenance practices, cave explorers can ensure the safety and stability of the underground environment. Properly installed and well-maintained support systems provide the necessary structural reinforcement, allowing for safe and successful cave excavation. 5.4 Monitoring and assessing support systems. Monitoring and assessing support systems in caves is crucial to ensure the safety and stability of the underground environment. As caves are dynamic and constantly changing, it is essential to regularly monitor the condition of support systems and assess their effectiveness. This section will discuss the importance of monitoring and assessing support systems, the methods and techniques used, and the key factors to consider. Importance of monitoring and assessing support systems. Support systems play a vital role in cave excavation by providing structural stability and preventing collapses or cave-ins. However, over time, these support systems can deteriorate due to various factors such as geological shifts, water infiltration, or natural wear and tear. Therefore, monitoring and assessing support systems are essential to identify any signs of instability or potential hazards. Regular monitoring allows cave explorers and excavators to detect early warning signs of support system failure, enabling them to take immediate action to prevent accidents or injuries. By assessing the condition of support systems, it becomes possible to determine if any maintenance or repairs are necessary to ensure the continued safety of the cave environment. Methods and techniques for monitoring and assessing support systems. Visual inspections. Conducting regular visual inspections is the simplest and most common method of monitoring support systems. This involves visually examining the support structures, such as rock bolts, anchors, or timber supports, for any signs of damage, corrosion, or movement. Inspections should be carried out by trained personnel who are familiar with the specific support system used in the cave. Instrumentation. Using specialized instruments can provide more accurate and detailed information about the condition of support systems. Instruments such as inclinometers, strain gauges, or extensometers can measure the movement or deformation of support structures. These instruments are typically installed at strategic locations within the cave and are regularly monitored to detect any changes that may indicate instability. Geotechnical monitoring. Geotechnical monitoring involves measuring and analyzing various geological parameters to assess the stability of the cave and its support systems. This can include monitoring groundwater levels, rock stress, or seismic activity. Geotechnical monitoring provides valuable data that helps in understanding the behavior of the cave and identifying potential risks. Remote sensing techniques. Remote sensing techniques, such as lidar light detection and ranging, or photogrammetry, can be used to create detailed 3D models of the cave environment. These techniques allow for the accurate measurement and monitoring of support systems, as well as the detection of any changes or deformations over time. Remote sensing techniques are particularly useful for larger complex cave systems where manual inspections may be challenging. Key factors to consider in monitoring and assessing support systems. When monitoring and assessing support systems in caves, several key factors should be considered to ensure the effectiveness and reliability of the process. Frequency of monitoring. The frequency of monitoring should be determined based on the specific characteristics of the cave and the support systems in place. High-risk areas or critical support structures may require more frequent monitoring, while less critical areas may be monitored less frequently. Regular monitoring intervals should be established to ensure that any changes or deterioration are detected in a timely manner. Data analysis and interpretation. Monitoring data collected from various techniques should be carefully analyzed and interpreted to identify any trends or anomalies. This analysis can help in understanding the behavior of the support systems and detecting any potential issues. It is essential to have trained personnel who can accurately interpret the data and make informed decisions based on the findings. Documentation and record keeping. Proper documentation and record keeping of monitoring activities are essential for maintaining a comprehensive history of the support system's condition. This documentation should include detailed reports, photographs, and any relevant data collected during the monitoring process. 6. Dealing with water in caves. 6.1 Identifying water sources in caves. Water is a common feature in many caves, and understanding its sources and behavior is crucial for successful cave excavation. Identifying water sources in caves is an essential step in planning and executing excavation projects. This section will discuss the various sources of water in caves and how to identify them. Sources of water in caves. Caves can have multiple sources of water, which can vary depending on the geological and hydrological characteristics of the area. Here are some common sources of water in caves. Surface water. Surface water, such as rivers, streams, or lakes, can enter caves through sinkholes or other openings. This water source is often influenced by rainfall and can fluctuate seasonally. Groundwater. Groundwater is another significant source of water in caves. It occurs when rainwater or surface water infiltrates the ground and percolates through the soil and rocks. This water can flow through fractures and porous rock formations, eventually reaching the cave system. Springs. Springs are natural outlets where groundwater emerges from the ground. They can be found both inside and outside of caves. Springs can contribute to the water supply within a cave system and may indicate the presence of an underground river or aquifer. Condensation. In some caves, water can be sourced from condensation. This occurs when warm, moist air from the cave's entrance or surrounding areas comes into contact with cooler cave walls or ceilings. The moisture in the air condenses and forms droplets, which can accumulate and contribute to the cave's water supply. Percolation. Percolation refers to the slow movement of water through porous materials, such as soil or rocks. In caves, percolation can occur when water seeps through the cave's ceiling or walls, gradually adding to the cave's water sources. Identifying water sources. Identifying water sources in caves is essential for several reasons. It helps in understanding the hydrological dynamics of the cave system, assessing potential risks, and planning appropriate excavation techniques. Here are some methods to identify water sources in caves. Visual observation. The most straightforward method to identify water sources in caves is through visual observation. Look for signs of water flow, such as wet surfaces, dripping water, or flowing streams. Pay attention to areas where water accumulates or drains, as these can indicate the presence of water sources. Tracing dye. Tracing dye is a technique used to track the movement of water in caves. A non-toxic dye is introduced into a suspected water source, such as a stream or spring, and its presence is monitored within the cave system. This method helps identify connections between surface water and underground water sources. Water level monitoring. Installing water level monitoring devices can provide valuable data on the fluctuation of water levels within a cave system. These devices can be placed in pools, streams, or other water bodies within the cave. Regular monitoring allows for the identification of patterns and trends in water levels, helping to understand the cave's hydrological dynamics. Water chemistry analysis. Analyzing the chemical composition of water samples can provide insights into its source and origin. Different water sources have distinct chemical signatures, which can be identified through laboratory analysis. This method is particularly useful for distinguishing between surface water and groundwater sources. Cave mapping. Creating detailed cave maps can help identify water sources indirectly. By mapping the cave's passages, channels, and water bodies, it becomes easier to trace the flow of water and identify potential water sources. Mapping also helps in understanding the cave's overall hydrological system. Geophysical surveys. Geophysical surveys, such as ground-penetrating radar or electrical resistivity imaging, can be used to detect underground water sources. These methods involve sending signals into the ground and analyzing the responses to identify subsurface water bodies or flow patterns. Consultation with experts. In complex cave systems or challenging hydrological conditions, it may be necessary to consult with hydrogeologists or cave experts. These professionals have specialized knowledge and experience in identifying water sources in caves and can provide valuable insights and guidance. By employing a combination of these methods, cave explorers and excavators can gain a comprehensive understanding of the water sources within a cave system. This knowledge is crucial for planning excavation activities, managing water flow, and ensuring the safety of personnel involved in the project. In the next section, we will discuss techniques for managing water flow in caves, including strategies for diverting, pumping, and draining water to facilitate excavation activities. 6.2 Managing water flow in caves. Water is a common feature in many caves, and managing its flow is crucial for successful cave exploration and excavation. In this section, we will discuss various techniques and strategies for managing water flow in caves. Understanding water flow in caves. Before we delve into the methods of managing water flow, it is important to understand how water behaves in cave systems. Water in caves can originate from various sources, including rainfall, underground rivers, and seepage from the surrounding rock formations. It can flow through cracks, crevices, and underground passages, creating unique hydrological features within the cave. The flow of water in caves can vary greatly depending on factors such as the geology of the area, the amount of rainfall, and the season. Some caves may have constant water flow, while others may experience periodic flooding during heavy rains. Understanding the patterns of water flow in a cave is essential for effective management. Diverting water flow. One of the primary methods for managing water flow in caves is by diverting it away from the areas of interest. This can be achieved through the construction of diversion channels or the installation of drainage systems. Diversion channels are typically created by digging trenches or constructing barriers to redirect the water away from excavation sites or sensitive areas. Drainage systems, on the other hand, involve the installation of pipes or channels to collect and redirect water out of the cave. These systems can be designed to capture water at specific points and channel it away from the excavation area. It is important to ensure that the drainage system is properly designed and maintained to prevent blockages and ensure efficient water flow. Pumping and dewatering techniques. In cases where water cannot be effectively diverted, pumping and dewatering techniques can be employed to manage water flow in caves. Pumping involves the use of pumps to remove water from the cave system. This can be done using submersible pumps, which are designed to operate underwater, or surface pumps that draw water from the cave and discharge it outside. Dewatering techniques involve the use of wells or boreholes to lower the water table within the cave system. This can be achieved by pumping water out of the cave or by creating a pressure gradient that encourages water to flow out naturally. Dewatering can be a complex process and may require the expertise of hydrogeologists or engineers to ensure its effectiveness. Controlling water infiltration. In addition to managing the flow of water within the cave, it is also important to control water infiltration from the surrounding rock formations. Water infiltration can weaken the stability of the cave and pose safety risks to excavators. To control water infiltration, various methods can be employed, including the use of waterproofing materials, grouting, and sealing techniques. Waterproofing materials, such as specialized coatings or membranes, can be applied to the cave walls and ceilings to prevent water from seeping through. Grouting involves injecting a mixture of cement or other materials into cracks and fissures to seal them and prevent water infiltration. Sealing techniques, such as the use of concrete or rock bolts, can also be employed to reinforce the cave structure and minimize water ingress. Monitoring and maintenance. Once water flow in a cave has been managed, it is important to regularly monitor and maintain the systems in place. This includes inspecting diversion channels, drainage systems, pumps, and dewatering equipment to ensure they are functioning properly. Regular maintenance and cleaning of these systems are essential to prevent blockages and maintain efficient water flow. Monitoring the water levels within the cave system is also crucial to detect any changes or potential issues. This can be done using water level sensors or by visually inspecting watermarks on cave walls. Any significant changes in water levels should be investigated promptly to identify the cause and take appropriate measures to manage the water flow effectively. Conclusion. Managing water flow in caves is a critical aspect of cave excavation and exploration. By understanding the behavior of water in caves and employing appropriate techniques, such as diversion, pumping, dewatering, and controlling water infiltration, excavators can ensure a safe and productive working environment. Regular monitoring and maintenance of water management systems are essential to prevent water-related hazards and maintain the integrity of the cave structure. 6.3 Pumping and drainage techniques. Pumping and drainage techniques are essential aspects of cave excavation, especially when dealing with water in caves. Water can pose significant challenges during the excavation process, as it can hinder progress, create safety hazards, and potentially damage cave formations. Therefore, it is crucial to have effective pumping and drainage techniques in place to manage water flow and ensure a safe and efficient excavation process. Importance of pumping and drainage techniques. Water is a common occurrence in caves, whether it originates from underground sources, surface runoff, or precipitation. If not properly managed, water can accumulate and impede excavation progress. It can also lead to the formation of stagnant pools, which can become breeding grounds for bacteria and other harmful organisms. Additionally, excessive water can weaken the stability of cave walls and ceilings, increasing the risk of collapses and other hazards. Pumping and drainage techniques play a vital role in maintaining a dry and safe working environment within the cave. These techniques help control water levels, prevent flooding, and minimize the potential for water-related accidents. By effectively managing water flow, excavation teams can work more efficiently and safely, reducing the risk of delays and ensuring the preservation of cave formations. Types of pumping and drainage techniques. There are several pumping and drainage techniques that can be employed during cave excavation, depending on the specific conditions and requirements of the cave system. Here are some commonly used techniques. 1. Gravity drainage. Gravity drainage is a simple and effective technique that utilizes the natural slope of the cave floor to direct water flow towards designated drainage points. This technique involves creating channels or trenches along the cave floor to guide water away from the excavation area. Gravity drainage is particularly useful in caves with a significant slope, as it allows water to naturally flow downhill and out of the cave system. 2. Sump pumping. Sump pumping involves the use of submersible pumps to remove water from low-lying areas within the cave, known as sumps. Sumps are typically created to collect and contain water that accumulates in specific sections of the cave. By installing submersible pumps in these sumps, water can be efficiently pumped out of the cave and discharged to an appropriate location outside the cave system. 3. Well point systems. Well point systems are commonly used in cave excavation projects where the water table is high or where significant amounts of groundwater are present. This technique involves the installation of well points, which are small diameter pipes with perforations that allow water to enter. The well points are connected to a vacuum pump, which creates a negative pressure that draws water towards the well points and effectively lowers the water table within the excavation area. 4. Dewatering wells. Dewatering wells are similar to well point systems but are typically used in larger scale cave excavation projects. These wells are drilled into the ground surrounding the cave system and are equipped with pumps to extract groundwater. Dewatering wells are effective in lowering the water table over a broader area, reducing the overall water influx into the cave system. 5. Temporary diversion channels. Temporary diversion channels are constructed to redirect water away from the excavation area. These channels can be created using various materials such as sandbags, geotextile fabric, or concrete blocks. By diverting water flow, temporary diversion channels help keep the excavation area dry and allow work to proceed without interruption. Considerations for pumping and drainage techniques. When implementing pumping and drainage techniques in cave excavation, several factors should be considered to ensure their effectiveness and minimize potential risks. These considerations include: 1. Environmental impact. It is essential to assess the potential environmental impact of pumping and drainage techniques on the cave ecosystem and surrounding areas. Care should be taken to avoid the discharge of pumped water into sensitive habitats or water bodies that may be adversely affected by the water's composition or temperature. 2. Equipment selection. Choosing the appropriate pumping and drainage equipment is crucial for efficient water management. Factors such as the volume of water to be pumped, the distance to the discharge point, and the power source availability should be considered when selecting pumps and other related equipment. 3. Maintenance and monitoring. Regular maintenance and monitoring of pumping and drainage systems are necessary to ensure their continued effectiveness. Pumps should be inspected, cleaned, and serviced as needed to prevent malfunctions or breakdowns. Additionally, monitoring water levels and flow rates can help identify any potential issues and allow for timely adjustments or repairs. 4. Safety precautions. Working with pumping and drainage systems requires adherence to strict safety protocols. Personnel involved in the operation and maintenance of these systems should receive proper training and be equipped with appropriate personal protective equipment (PPE). Additionally, regular safety inspections should be conducted to identify and address any potential hazards. Conclusion. Pumping and drainage techniques are essential for managing water flow during cave excavation. By effectively controlling water levels and preventing flooding, these techniques ensure a safe and efficient working environment. Gravity drainage, sump pumping, well point systems, dewatering wells, and temporary diversion channels are among the commonly used techniques. However, it is crucial to consider environmental impact, select appropriate equipment, perform regular maintenance and monitoring, and prioritize safety when implementing these techniques. With proper pumping and drainage strategies in place, cave excavation can proceed smoothly, minimizing risks and preserving the integrity of the cave system. 6.4 Preventing water-related hazards. Water is a common and significant challenge in cave exploration and excavation. It can pose various hazards and complications that need to be addressed to ensure the safety and success of the project. In this section, we will discuss some effective strategies and techniques for preventing water-related hazards in caves. Understanding water hazards in caves. Before delving into the prevention methods, it is crucial to understand the potential hazards associated with water in caves. Here are some common water-related hazards that can be encountered during cave excavation. Flooding. Caves are susceptible to flooding, especially during heavy rainfall or when nearby water sources overflow. Flooding can quickly fill up the cave passages, making them impassable and endangering the lives of cave explorers and workers. Waterborne contaminants. Water in caves can carry various contaminants, including bacteria, fungi, and other microorganisms. These contaminants can pose health risks to individuals who come into contact with the water or inhale the damp air. Erosion and instability. Continuous water flow in caves can erode the cave walls and ceilings, leading to instability and collapse. This can result in falling rocks, cave-ins, and other dangerous situations. Limited visibility. Water in caves can reduce visibility, making it challenging to navigate and work safely. Poor visibility increases the risk of accidents and injuries. Implementing preventive measures. To prevent water-related hazards in caves, it is essential to take proactive measures during the planning and excavation stages. Here are some effective strategies to consider. Site selection. Choose cave sites that are less prone to flooding and have a lower risk of water-related hazards. Conduct thorough geological assessments to identify potential water sources and drainage patterns in the area. Drainage systems. Develop and implement effective drainage systems to divert water away from the cave entrances and excavation areas. This can involve constructing channels, ditches, or underground pipes to redirect water flow. Waterproofing techniques. Apply waterproofing materials, such as sealants and coatings, to the cave walls and ceilings. This can help reduce water infiltration and minimize the risk of flooding and erosion. Monitoring systems. Install monitoring systems to track water levels, flow rates, and other relevant parameters in the cave. This can provide early warnings of potential flooding or water-related hazards, allowing for timely evacuation and preventive actions. Pumping and dewatering. Utilize pumping and dewatering techniques to remove excess water from the cave. This can involve using submersible pumps, sump pumps, or other specialized equipment to extract water and maintain a safe working environment. Proper ventilation. Ensure adequate ventilation in the cave to prevent the buildup of moisture and humidity. Proper airflow can help reduce the risk of mold growth and improve air quality for workers and explorers. Safety training. Provide comprehensive safety training to all individuals involved in cave excavation. This should include specific protocols and procedures for dealing with water-related hazards, such as flooding, contamination, and unstable conditions. Emergency preparedness. Develop and implement emergency response plans that address water-related hazards. This should include evacuation procedures, communication protocols, and contingency plans for dealing with unexpected flooding or water-related emergencies. Personal protective equipment (PPE) require the use of appropriate PPE, such as waterproof boots, gloves, and protective clothing, to minimize the risk of water-related injuries and contamination. Regular inspections and maintenance. Conduct regular inspections of the cave and its drainage systems to identify any potential issues or maintenance needs. Addressing these issues promptly can help prevent water-related hazards from escalating. By implementing these preventive measures, cave explorers and workers can significantly reduce the risks associated with water in caves. It is crucial to prioritize safety and take proactive steps to ensure a safe and successful cave excavation project. Remember, water-related hazards can be unpredictable, and conditions can change rapidly. Therefore, it is essential to stay vigilant, monitor the environment closely, and adapt preventive measures accordingly. 7. Preservation and conservation of caves. 7.1 Importance of cave preservation and conservation. Caves are unique and fragile ecosystems that hold significant scientific, cultural, and ecological value. They provide habitats for specialized species, preserve geological formations, and offer insights into the Earth's history. As cave exploration and tourism continue to grow in popularity, it becomes crucial to prioritize the preservation and conservation of these delicate environments. Ecological significance. Caves are home to a diverse range of organisms, many of which are specially adapted to survive in the dark and nutrient-poor conditions. These cave-dwelling species, known as stalagmites, have evolved unique characteristics and behaviors that allow them to thrive in this challenging environment. Some examples include blind cavefish, cave crickets, and albino salamanders. Preserving caves is essential for the survival of these specialized species. Disturbing or destroying their habitats can lead to the extinction of these unique organisms. Additionally, caves often serve as important roosting sites for bats, providing shelter and protection during their breeding and hibernation periods. Bats play a crucial role in pollination and insect control, making their conservation vital for maintaining the balance of ecosystems. Geological and scientific value. Caves offer a window into the Earth's geological history, providing valuable insights into past climate conditions, tectonic activity, and the formation of mineral deposits. Stalactites, stalagmites, flowstones, and other cave formations are formed over thousands of years through the slow deposition of minerals. These formations can reveal information about the chemical composition of the water that created them and the environmental conditions at the time of their formation. By studying cave formations, scientists can gain a better understanding of climate change patterns, geological processes, and even the potential for discovering new mineral resources. Preserving caves ensures that these geological wonders remain intact and accessible for scientific research and education. Cultural and historical importance. Caves have long held cultural and historical significance for human societies. They have served as shelters, ceremonial sites, and even art galleries for ancient civilizations. Cave paintings, petroglyphs, and artifacts found within caves provide valuable insights into the lives and beliefs of our ancestors. Preserving these cultural treasures is crucial for maintaining our connection to the past and understanding the diversity of human history. By protecting caves, we can ensure that future generations have the opportunity to explore and learn from these archaeological and anthropological wonders. Threats to cave preservation. Despite their importance, caves face numerous threats that can compromise their preservation and conservation. Some of the common threats include: 1. Irresponsible tourism and recreation. Unregulated tourism and recreational activities can cause significant damage to cave ecosystems. Trampling on delicate cave formations, littering, and vandalism can irreversibly alter the cave environment. It is essential to promote responsible cave tourism practices that minimize the impact on cave ecosystems while still allowing people to appreciate their beauty. 2. Pollution and contamination. Caves are highly sensitive to changes in their surrounding environment. Pollution from nearby industrial activities, agriculture, or improper waste disposal can seep into cave systems, contaminating the water and affecting the delicate balance of cave ecosystems. It is crucial to implement measures to prevent pollution and ensure that nearby activities do not harm cave environments. 3. Unauthorized cave exploration. Exploring caves without proper knowledge, training, and permission can lead to unintentional damage. Inexperienced individuals may inadvertently disturb delicate formations, introduce foreign substances, or get lost, putting themselves and the cave ecosystem at risk. It is important to promote responsible cave exploration practices and encourage individuals to seek proper training and guidance. 4. Climate change. Climate change poses a significant threat to cave ecosystems. Rising temperatures, altered precipitation patterns, and increased frequency of extreme weather events can disrupt the delicate balance of cave environments. Changes in temperature and humidity can impact the growth of cave formations and the survival of cave-dwelling species. Mitigating climate change and its effects is crucial for the long-term preservation of caves. Conservation and preservation efforts. To ensure the long-term preservation of caves, various conservation and preservation efforts are being implemented worldwide. These efforts include 1. Cave management and protection. Establishing protected areas and implementing regulations for cave exploration and tourism can help minimize the impact on cave ecosystems. Designating caves as national parks, nature reserves, or protected areas ensures that they receive the necessary attention and resources for their preservation. 2. Education and awareness. Raising awareness about the importance of cave preservation and conservation is crucial for changing attitudes and behaviors. Educating visitors, cave explorers, and local communities about the fragility of cave ecosystems and the potential consequences of irresponsible actions can help foster a sense of responsibility and stewardship. 3. Scientific research and monitoring. Continued scientific research and monitoring of cave ecosystems are essential for understanding their dynamics and identifying potential threats. By studying cave environments, scientists can develop effective conservation strategies and make informed decisions regarding cave management. 4. Collaboration and partnerships. Collaboration between government agencies, conservation organizations, researchers, and local communities is vital for the success of cave preservation efforts. By working together, stakeholders can share knowledge, resources, and expertise to develop comprehensive conservation plans and ensure the long-term sustainability of cave ecosystems. Preserving and conserving caves is not only crucial for the protection of unique ecosystems but also for the preservation of our natural and cultural heritage. By recognizing the importance of cave preservation and conservation, we can ensure that these remarkable environments continue to inspire and educate future generations. 7.2 Methods for protecting cave ecosystems. Caves are not only fascinating geological formations but also delicate ecosystems that support a wide variety of unique and often fragile organisms. When engaging in cave exploration or excavation, it is crucial to take measures to protect these delicate ecosystems and minimize any potential harm. This section will discuss some methods for protecting cave ecosystems during excavation activities. Conducting environmental impact assessments. Before beginning any cave excavation project, it is essential to conduct a thorough environmental impact assessment (EIA). This assessment helps identify potential risks and impacts on the cave ecosystem and guides the development of appropriate mitigation measures. The EIA should consider factors such as the presence of rare or endangered species, sensitive habitats, and the overall ecological value of the cave system. The assessment should involve a comprehensive survey of the cave and its surroundings, including the identification of any vulnerable or protected species. It should also evaluate the potential impacts of excavation activities, such as changes in water flow, disturbance of sediment, or alteration of microclimates. Based on the findings of the EIA, specific measures can be implemented to minimize or mitigate these impacts. Implementing best practices for excavation. During cave excavation, it is crucial to follow best practices that minimize disturbance to the cave ecosystem. These practices include minimizing physical disturbance. Excavation activities should be limited to the necessary areas and conducted with care to avoid unnecessary damage to cave formations, sediments, and habitats. Minimizing physical disturbance helps preserve the delicate balance of the cave ecosystem. Using non-destructive techniques. Whenever possible, non-destructive techniques should be employed to gather information or collect samples. For example, remote sensing technologies, such as ground-penetrating radar or lidar, can provide valuable data without the need for physical excavation. Avoiding contamination. Strict protocols should be followed to prevent the introduction of contaminants into the cave ecosystem. This includes proper waste management, avoiding the use of harmful chemicals, and ensuring that equipment and tools are thoroughly cleaned before entering the cave. Monitoring and documenting changes. Throughout the excavation process, it is essential to monitor and document any changes observed in the cave ecosystem. This includes recording alterations in water quality, sediment composition, or the presence of any new or rare species. Regular monitoring helps identify potential impacts and allows for timely intervention if necessary. Establishing buffer zones and restricted areas. To protect the cave ecosystem, it is often necessary to establish buffer zones and restricted areas around the cave entrance or sensitive habitats. These zones help prevent unauthorized access and minimize the risk of accidental damage or disturbance. Clear signage should be installed to inform visitors and workers about the importance of these areas and the need to respect the cave ecosystem. In some cases, it may be necessary to limit access to certain parts of the cave entirely. This can be achieved through physical barriers, such as gates or fences, or by implementing a permit system that allows controlled access for scientific research or educational purposes. By restricting access to vulnerable areas, the cave ecosystem can be safeguarded from potential harm. Educating and raising awareness. One of the most effective methods for protecting cave ecosystems is through education and raising awareness. By educating visitors, workers, and the general public about the importance of cave ecosystems and the potential impacts of their actions, a culture of conservation can be fostered. Educational programs should focus on the fragility and uniqueness of cave ecosystems, the importance of following best practices during cave exploration or excavation, and the potential consequences of irresponsible behavior. This can be achieved through interpretive signage, guided tours, workshops, and outreach programs. Collaboration with experts and conservation organizations. To ensure the effective protection of cave ecosystems, it is essential to collaborate with experts and conservation organizations. These entities can provide valuable guidance, expertise, and resources to support conservation efforts. They can assist in conducting environmental impact assessments, developing conservation plans, and implementing best practices for cave excavation. Collaboration with experts and conservation organizations also facilitates the sharing of knowledge and research findings, which can contribute to a better understanding of cave ecosystems and inform future conservation efforts. In conclusion, protecting cave ecosystems during excavation activities is of utmost importance. By conducting environmental impact assessments, implementing best practices, establishing buffer zones, educating visitors, and collaborating with experts, we can ensure the preservation of these delicate and unique ecosystems for future generations to explore and appreciate. 7.3 Preventing damage to cave formations. Preserving the delicate and unique formations found within caves is of utmost importance for cave explorers and conservationists alike. These formations, such as stalactites, stalagmites, flowstones, and delicate cave crystals, take thousands or even millions of years to form and are incredibly fragile. It is crucial to take necessary precautions to prevent any damage to these formations during cave exploration. In this section, we will discuss some essential guidelines and techniques to minimize the risk of damaging cave formations. Understanding the fragility of cave formations. Before delving into the techniques for preventing damage, it is crucial to understand the fragility of cave formations. These formations are formed through slow and delicate processes, often involving the deposition of minerals over time. They are highly sensitive to disturbances, including physical contact, changes in temperature and humidity, and even the presence of oils or chemicals on the skin. Even a slight touch can disrupt the growth and development of these formations, causing irreversible damage. Stay on designated paths. One of the most effective ways to prevent damage to cave formations is to stay on designated paths and avoid stepping or touching any formations. Many caves have marked trails or walkways that guide visitors through the cave while minimizing the risk of accidental damage. These paths are designed to keep visitors away from fragile formations and sensitive areas. It is essential to adhere to these designated paths and avoid venturing off on your own. Use proper lighting techniques. Proper lighting techniques can significantly reduce the risk of accidentally damaging cave formations. When exploring caves, it is essential to use low-intensity lighting, such as headlamps or handheld flashlights, to minimize the impact on the environment. Bright lights can cause excessive heat and alter the temperature and humidity levels within the cave, which can be detrimental to the formations. Additionally, avoid shining lights directly on formations, as this can cause discoloration or even promote the growth of algae or moss. Avoid touching cave formations. As tempting as it may be to reach out and touch the beautiful formations within a cave, it is crucial to resist the urge. Touching cave formations can transfer oils and chemicals from your skin, which can disrupt the delicate balance of the cave ecosystem and hinder the growth of formations. Even a light touch can leave behind residues that may take years to recover from. It is best to admire the formations from a distance and refrain from any physical contact. Be mindful of your equipment. When exploring caves, it is essential to be mindful of the equipment you carry and how it may impact the cave environment. Avoid dragging or scraping equipment against cave walls or formations, as this can cause significant damage. Ensure that any tools or gear you bring into the cave are clean and free from oils or chemicals that could potentially harm the formations. Additionally, be cautious with camera tripods or other equipment that may accidentally come into contact with formations. Educate and inform others. Part of preventing damage to cave formations involves educating and informing others about the fragility and importance of these natural wonders. Whether you are exploring caves with a group or interacting with fellow cave enthusiasts, take the opportunity to share your knowledge and promote responsible cave exploration. Encourage others to follow the guidelines for preserving cave formations and explain the long-term consequences of damaging these delicate ecosystems. Report any damage or vandalism. If you come across any instances of damage or vandalism within a cave, it is crucial to report it to the appropriate authorities or cave management organizations. By reporting such incidents, you contribute to the preservation and protection of caves for future generations. Document the damage with photographs if possible and provide detailed information about the location and nature of the damage. This information can help authorities take appropriate action and prevent further harm to the cave. Conclusion. Preventing damage to cave formations is a responsibility that falls upon every cave explorer and enthusiast. By understanding the fragility of these formations and following the guidelines discussed in this section, we can ensure the preservation of these natural wonders for future generations. Remember to stay on designated paths, use proper lighting techniques, avoid touching formations, be mindful of your equipment, educate others, and report any instances of damage or vandalism. By practicing responsible cave exploration, we can continue to appreciate and protect these incredible underground ecosystems. 7.4 Educating visitors on cave conservation. Cave conservation is a crucial aspect of preserving these unique and fragile ecosystems. As more and more people are drawn to the beauty and mystery of caves, it becomes essential to educate visitors on the importance of cave conservation. By raising awareness and promoting responsible behavior, we can ensure that caves remain protected for future generations to explore and appreciate. The importance of cave conservation education. Educating visitors on cave conservation serves several purposes. Firstly, it helps visitors understand the delicate nature of cave ecosystems and the potential impact their actions can have on these environments. By providing information on the geological formations, unique species, and ecological processes within caves, visitors can gain a deeper appreciation for the significance of cave conservation. Secondly, cave conservation education helps visitors understand the importance of following guidelines and regulations when exploring caves. By providing clear instructions on how to minimize disturbance to cave formations, prevent the spread of contaminants, and avoid harming cave-dwelling organisms, visitors can actively contribute to the preservation of these fragile environments. Lastly, cave conservation education fosters a sense of responsibility and stewardship among visitors. By instilling a respect for caves and their inhabitants, visitors are more likely to adopt sustainable practices and spread the message of cave conservation to others. This ripple effect can have a significant impact on the long-term preservation of caves worldwide. Designing an effective cave conservation education program. To effectively educate visitors on cave conservation, it is essential to develop a comprehensive and engaging education program. Here are some key considerations when designing such a program. 1. Tailor the message to the audience. Different audiences may require different approaches to education. For example, children may respond well to interactive activities and storytelling, while adults may benefit from more in-depth scientific information. Tailoring the message to the audience ensures that the information is accessible and engaging for all visitors. 2. Provide clear and concise information. When educating visitors on cave conservation, it is crucial to provide clear and concise information that is easy to understand. Avoid using technical jargon and instead focus on conveying the key concepts and actions visitors can take to protect caves. Visual aids such as diagrams and illustrations can also enhance understanding. 3. Incorporate hands-on activities. Engaging visitors through hands-on activities can be an effective way to reinforce the message of cave conservation. For example, setting up a mock cave environment where visitors can experience the fragility of cave formations firsthand can leave a lasting impression. Interactive exhibits and demonstrations can also help visitors grasp the importance of responsible cave exploration. 4. Offer guided tours and interpretive programs. Guided tours led by knowledgeable cave guides can provide visitors with valuable insights into cave conservation. These tours can highlight the unique features of the cave, explain the ecological processes at work, and emphasize the importance of responsible behavior. Interpretive programs, such as talks and presentations, can also provide visitors with a deeper understanding of cave conservation. 5. Utilize technology and multimedia. Incorporating technology and multimedia into cave conservation education can enhance the learning experience. Virtual reality simulations, interactive displays, and multimedia presentations can help visitors visualize the fragility of cave ecosystems and the potential consequences of irresponsible behavior. Online resources, such as websites and mobile applications, can also provide visitors with additional information and resources to continue their learning journey beyond the cave visit. 6. Promote responsible behavior. Education alone is not enough, it is crucial to actively promote responsible behavior among visitors. This can be achieved by prominently displaying guidelines and regulations at cave entrances, providing clear instructions during guided tours, and encouraging visitors to sign a pledge committing to responsible cave exploration. By reinforcing the message of cave conservation throughout the visitor experience, visitors are more likely to internalize and practice responsible behavior. Conclusion. Educating visitors on cave conservation is vital for the long-term preservation of these unique and fragile ecosystems. By raising awareness, providing clear information, and promoting responsible behavior, we can ensure that caves remain protected for future generations. Through effective cave conservation education programs, we can inspire visitors to become stewards of these remarkable natural wonders and contribute to the ongoing efforts of cave preservation and conservation. 8. Exploring cave systems. 8.1 Techniques for exploring cave systems. Exploring cave systems can be an exhilarating and rewarding experience for adventurers and scientists alike. However, it is essential to approach cave exploration with caution and proper techniques to ensure safety and minimize environmental impact. In this section, we will discuss some fundamental techniques for exploring cave systems. Cave exploration equipment. Before embarking on any cave exploration, it is crucial to have the right equipment. Here are some essential tools and gear that every cave explorer should have. Helmet with a headlamp. A sturdy helmet with a reliable headlamp is essential for providing illumination in the dark cave environment. It helps to navigate through narrow passages and identify potential hazards. Caving suit. A durable caving suit made of waterproof and abrasion-resistant material is necessary to protect against moisture, sharp rocks, and abrasive surfaces. It should be comfortable and allow for freedom of movement. Caving boots. Sturdy and waterproof boots with good traction are essential for traversing uneven and slippery cave surfaces. They should provide ankle support and be resistant to sharp rocks. Gloves and knee pads. Gloves protect your hands from sharp edges and abrasive surfaces, while knee pads provide cushioning and protection when crawling or kneeling on rough cave floors. Rope and harness. Depending on the complexity of the cave system, a rope and harness may be necessary for vertical descents or ascents. Proper training and experience in rope techniques are crucial for using this equipment safely. Navigation tools. Compasses, cave maps, and surveying equipment are essential for navigating through cave systems and accurately documenting the exploration. First aid kit. A well-stocked first aid kit is vital for treating minor injuries and providing initial care in case of emergencies. Cave exploration techniques. Teamwork and communication. Cave exploration should never be done alone. It is essential to explore caves in a team, preferably with experienced cavers. Good communication within the team is crucial for safety and coordination. Cave surveying and mapping. Creating accurate cave maps is essential for documenting the exploration and understanding the cave system's layout. Surveying techniques, such as measuring distances, angles, and elevations, are used to create detailed cave maps. Line technique. The line technique involves using a thin nylon or polyester line to mark the path taken during exploration. This technique helps prevent getting lost in complex cave systems and allows for easy retracing of steps. Cave climbing and crawling. Cave exploration often involves climbing and crawling through narrow passages and vertical sections. Proper climbing and crawling techniques, such as chimneying, bridging, and stemming, should be learned and practiced to navigate these challenging sections safely. Squeezes and tight passages. Some cave systems may have squeezes or tight passages that require careful maneuvering. It is essential to assess your body size and flexibility before attempting to pass through these sections. If unsure, it is best to avoid them or seek alternative routes. Potholing. Potholing involves descending into vertical shafts or potholes within the cave system. This technique requires proper rope techniques, harnesses, and experience in vertical caving. It should only be attempted by experienced cavers. Exploration etiquette. When exploring caves, it is crucial to minimize your impact on the cave environment. Avoid touching or damaging cave formations, as they are delicate and take thousands of years to form. Leave no trace and follow ethical guidelines to preserve the cave's natural beauty. Safety measures. Safety should always be a top priority during cave exploration. Some essential safety measures include informing someone about your exploration plans, including the cave system and estimated return time. Carrying extra batteries, food, and water in case of unexpected delays. Monitoring weather conditions, as heavy rainfall can cause flash floods in caves. Being aware of potential hazards such as loose rocks, unstable ceilings, and low oxygen levels in enclosed spaces. Having a backup light source in case of a headlamp failure. Regularly checking and maintaining your equipment to ensure it is in good working condition. Remember, cave exploration can be challenging and potentially dangerous. It is crucial to gain experience gradually, starting with simpler cave systems and gradually progressing to more complex ones. Always seek guidance from experienced cavers and undergo proper training before attempting advanced cave exploration techniques. 8.2 Mapping and documenting cave systems. Mapping and documenting cave systems is an essential part of cave exploration. It allows cave explorers to create accurate records of the caves they explore, which can be used for scientific research, conservation efforts, and future exploration. In this section, we will discuss the importance of mapping and documenting cave systems, as well as the techniques and tools used in this process. Importance of mapping and documenting cave systems. Mapping and documenting cave systems serve several important purposes. Firstly, it provides a visual representation of the cave, allowing explorers to understand the layout, dimensions, and features of the cave. This information is crucial for planning future expeditions and ensuring the safety of cave explorers. Secondly, mapping and documenting cave systems contribute to scientific research. Caves are unique ecosystems that often contain rare and fragile species. By mapping and documenting these ecosystems, scientists can study the biodiversity and ecological interactions within the cave. This information is vital for conservation efforts and understanding the impact of human activities on cave ecosystems. Furthermore, mapping and documenting cave systems help preserve the cultural and historical significance of caves. Many caves contain ancient rock art, archaeological artifacts, or evidence of past human habitation. By accurately documenting these features, we can ensure their preservation and share their historical value with future generations. Techniques for mapping and documenting cave systems. Mapping and documenting cave systems require a combination of traditional surveying techniques and modern technology. Here are some commonly used techniques. 1. Compass and tape surveying. Compass and tape surveying is a traditional method used to measure distances and angles within a cave. It involves using a compass to determine the direction of passages and a tape measure to measure the length of passages. By systematically surveying each passage, explorers can create a detailed map of the cave. 2. Laser scanning. Laser scanning, also known as lidar, light detection and ranging, is a modern technique that uses laser beams to create a 3D representation of the cave. This method is highly accurate and can capture even the smallest details of the cave's features. Laser scanning is often used in large and complex cave systems where manual surveying would be time-consuming and challenging. 3. Photogrammetry. Photogrammetry involves taking a series of overlapping photographs of the cave and using specialized software to create a 3D model. This technique relies on the principle of triangulation, where the software analyzes the position of common points in multiple photographs to reconstruct the cave's geometry. Photogrammetry is a cost-effective method that can be used with standard digital cameras. 4. Cave diving. In cave systems with underwater passages, cave diving is necessary to explore and map these sections. Cave divers use specialized equipment and techniques to navigate through submerged passages and document their findings. Underwater mapping tools, such as underwater laser scanners and sonar systems, are used to create accurate maps of underwater cave sections. Tools for mapping and documenting cave systems. To effectively map and document cave systems, explorers need a range of tools and equipment. Here are some commonly used tools. 1. Compass and clinometer. A compass and clinometer are essential tools for measuring the direction and inclination of passages. These tools help explorers accurately record the cave's layout and create detailed maps. 2. Measuring tape. A measuring tape is used to measure the length and dimensions of passages. It is crucial for creating accurate maps and understanding the scale of the cave. 3. GPS devices. GPS devices are used to determine the coordinates of cave entrances and important features within the cave. This information is essential for creating accurate maps and sharing the location of the cave with others. 4. Laser scanners and photogrammetry equipment. For advanced mapping techniques like laser scanning and photogrammetry, specialized equipment such as laser scanners, cameras, and software are required. These tools allow explorers to create highly detailed and accurate maps of the cave. Documenting cave systems. In addition to mapping, documenting cave systems involves recording important information about the cave. This includes noting the presence of unique geological formations, documenting the flora and fauna found within the cave, and recording any cultural or historical artifacts. Explorers should also take photographs and videos to visually document the cave's features. Accurate documentation is crucial for scientific research, conservation efforts, and sharing knowledge about the cave with the public. It allows scientists to study the cave's ecosystem, helps conservationists protect fragile cave formations, and enables cave enthusiasts to learn about and appreciate the cave's unique features. In conclusion, mapping and documenting cave systems are essential for cave exploration. It provides valuable information about the cave's layout, features, and ecological significance. By using a combination of traditional surveying techniques and modern technology, explorers can create accurate maps and records of cave systems. This information is vital for scientific research, conservation efforts, and sharing the wonders of caves with the world. 8.3 Safety measures for cave exploration. Exploring caves can be an exhilarating and rewarding experience, but it is important to prioritize safety at all times. Cave exploration comes with its own set of risks and challenges, and being prepared and knowledgeable about safety measures is crucial to ensure a safe and enjoyable experience. In this section, we will discuss some essential safety measures that every cave explorer should be aware of. 1. Proper equipment and gear. Before embarking on any cave exploration, it is essential to have the right equipment and gear. This includes a reliable and sturdy helmet to protect your head from potential falls or rockfalls. A headlamp or flashlight with extra batteries is also necessary to provide adequate lighting in the dark cave environment. Additionally, wearing appropriate clothing, such as long-sleeved shirts, pants, and sturdy boots, will help protect your body from scratches, abrasions, and potential hazards. 2. Cave exploration training. Obtaining proper training in cave exploration techniques is highly recommended before venturing into unknown cave systems. Joining a local caving club or organization can provide access to experienced cavers who can mentor and guide you through the learning process. These organizations often offer training courses that cover topics such as cave navigation, rope work, and emergency procedures. By acquiring the necessary skills and knowledge, you will be better equipped to handle potential challenges and emergencies that may arise during cave exploration. 3. Cave exploration in groups. Exploring caves alone is strongly discouraged. It is always safer to explore caves in groups of 3 or more people. This ensures that there is always someone available to provide assistance or seek help in case of an emergency. Additionally, exploring caves in groups allows for better communication, sharing of knowledge, and distribution of tasks, enhancing overall safety and efficiency. 4. Communication and emergency plan. Establishing a communication and emergency plan before entering a cave is crucial. This plan should include designated meeting points, check-in times, and a system for signaling for help if needed. Make sure to inform someone outside the cave about your exploration plans, including the expected duration of your trip. This way, if you do not return as scheduled, they can initiate the necessary search and rescue procedures. 5. Cave mapping and navigation. Having a detailed cave map and a reliable navigation system is essential for safe cave exploration. Before entering a cave, familiarize yourself with the cave map and study the route you plan to take. Pay attention to potential hazards, such as narrow passages, vertical drops, or unstable formations. Use markers or tape to mark your path as you explore, ensuring that you can easily find your way back. It is also advisable to carry a compass and a backup light source to aid in navigation in case of equipment failure. 6. Environmental awareness. Respecting and preserving the cave environment is crucial for both safety and conservation purposes. Avoid touching or damaging cave formations, as they are delicate and can take thousands of years to form. Be mindful of the cave's ecosystem and avoid disturbing any wildlife or plant life you may encounter. Additionally, be aware of potential environmental hazards such as toxic gases, stagnant water, or loose rocks, and take appropriate precautions to avoid them. 7. Physical fitness and health. Cave exploration can be physically demanding, requiring crawling, climbing, and maneuvering through tight spaces. Maintaining good physical fitness is important to ensure that you can handle the physical challenges of cave exploration. It is also essential to be aware of any pre-existing medical conditions that may be aggravated by the physical exertion or the cave environment. If you have any concerns about your health or fitness level, consult with a healthcare professional before attempting cave exploration. 8. Emergency preparedness and first aid. Carrying a well-stocked first aid kit is essential for any cave exploration. The kit should include basic supplies such as bandages, antiseptic ointment, pain relievers, and any necessary personal medications. Additionally, it is important to have knowledge of basic first aid techniques and how to handle common injuries that may occur during cave exploration. Consider taking a first aid course to enhance your skills and confidence in dealing with potential emergencies. 9. Weather conditions and cave flooding. Always check the weather forecast before entering a cave, as heavy rainfall can lead to sudden flooding. Avoid entering caves during or immediately after heavy rain, as water levels can rise rapidly and trap you inside. Be aware of the cave's drainage patterns and exit routes in case of flooding. If you encounter rising water levels during your exploration, retreat to higher ground and wait for the water to recede before attempting to exit the cave. 10. Respect local regulations and guidelines. Different caves may have specific regulations or guidelines in place to protect the cave environment and ensure visitor safety. It is important to respect and adhere to these regulations when exploring caves. Obtain any necessary permits or permissions before entering restricted areas and follow any posted signs or instructions. By respecting these regulations, you contribute to the preservation of caves and help maintain a safe environment for future explorers. Remember, safety should always be the top priority when exploring caves. By following these safety measures and being prepared for potential challenges, you can enjoy the wonders of cave exploration while minimizing risks and ensuring a safe and memorable experience. 8.4 Ethics and Guidelines for Cave Exploration. Cave exploration is an exciting and rewarding activity that allows individuals to discover the hidden wonders of the underground world. However, it is important to approach cave exploration with a strong sense of ethics and adhere to guidelines to ensure the preservation and protection of these delicate environments. In this section, we will discuss the ethics and guidelines that should be followed when exploring caves. 8.4.1 Respect for the cave environment. When exploring caves, it is crucial to have a deep respect for the cave environment and its delicate ecosystems. Caves are unique and fragile ecosystems that have taken thousands of years to form. To minimize the impact on these environments, it is essential to follow these guidelines. Leave no trace, take nothing but photographs and leave nothing but footprints. Avoid touching or removing any cave formations, as they are extremely fragile and can take centuries to grow. Even the slightest touch can cause irreversible damage. Stay on designated paths, stick to established trails and avoid creating new paths. This helps prevent unnecessary disturbance to cave formations and reduces the risk of damaging delicate cave ecosystems. Minimize noise and disturbance. Keep noise levels to a minimum to avoid disturbing cave-dwelling organisms. Loud noises can disrupt their natural behavior and cause stress. Avoid contamination. Do not introduce any foreign substances into the cave environment. This includes avoiding the introduction of food, waste, or any other materials that could harm the cave ecosystem. Respect wildlife. Observe cave-dwelling organisms from a distance and avoid disturbing or harming them. Remember that caves are their natural habitats, and it is our responsibility to protect and preserve them. 8.4.2 Safety and Preparedness. Cave exploration can be challenging and potentially dangerous. It is essential to prioritize safety and be adequately prepared before embarking on any cave exploration. Here are some guidelines to ensure a safe and enjoyable experience. Training and experience. Obtain proper training and gain experience in cave exploration techniques before attempting more challenging caves. Familiarize yourself with the necessary skills, such as rope work, navigation, and emergency procedures. Equipment. Always carry the appropriate equipment for cave exploration, including a helmet, headlamp, extra batteries, ropes, harnesses, and first aid supplies. Ensure that all equipment is in good working condition and properly maintained. Buddy system. Never explore caves alone. Always have at least one reliable and experienced partner with you. The buddy system provides an extra layer of safety and support in case of emergencies. Communication. Establish a communication plan before entering a cave. Inform someone outside the cave about your exploration plans, including the expected duration of your trip and the cave you will be exploring. Check in with them upon your return. Emergency preparedness. Carry a well-stocked first aid kit and know how to administer basic first aid. Familiarize yourself with cave rescue techniques and have a plan in place in case of emergencies. Be aware of the nearest exit routes and emergency contact information. 8.4.3 Cave Access and Permissions. Responsible cave exploration involves obtaining the necessary permissions and respecting the rights of cave owners and managers. Follow these guidelines when accessing caves. Obtain permission. Seek permission from the landowner or cave manager before entering any cave. Some caves may be privately owned or protected, requiring specific permits or access arrangements. Follow regulations. Familiarize yourself with any regulations or restrictions that apply to the cave you plan to explore. Respect any closures or limitations put in place to protect the cave or its inhabitants. Respect boundaries. Stay within designated areas and respect any signage or barriers that indicate restricted access. These boundaries are in place to protect sensitive areas or ongoing research projects. Report discoveries. If you come across any significant cave formations, archaeological artifacts, or previously undocumented caves, report your findings to the appropriate authorities or cave exploration organizations. This helps contribute to scientific knowledge and conservation efforts. 8.4.4 Continuous Learning and Education. Cave exploration is a lifelong learning process. It is important to continually educate yourself about caves, their ecosystems, and the latest exploration techniques. Here are some guidelines for continuous learning and education. Stay informed. Keep up to date with the latest research, publications, and guidelines related to cave exploration. Join cave exploration organizations and participate in workshops, conferences, and training programs to expand your knowledge. Learn from experts. Seek guidance from experienced cave explorers and scientists. Learn from their expertise and experience to enhance your skills and understanding of cave exploration. Share knowledge. Share your knowledge and experiences with others who are interested in cave exploration. Educate them about the importance of cave conservation and the ethics involved in exploring these unique environments. Support conservation efforts. Contribute to conservation efforts by volunteering for cave cleanup projects, participating in cave restoration initiatives, or supporting organizations dedicated to cave preservation and protection. By following these ethics and guidelines for cave exploration, you can ensure a safe and responsible approach to exploring these fascinating underground environments. Remember, caves are not only natural wonders but also fragile ecosystems that require our respect and protection. 9. Cave photography and documentation. 9.1 Importance of cave photography and documentation. Cave photography and documentation play a crucial role in the field of cave exploration and research. They serve as valuable tools for documenting cave features, preserving cave history, and sharing the wonders of the underground world with others. In this section, we will explore the importance of cave photography and documentation in detail. Preserving cave history. Caves are natural wonders that have formed over thousands or even millions of years. They hold a wealth of geological, biological, and cultural information that can provide valuable insights into the Earth's history. Cave photography and documentation allow us to capture and preserve this history for future generations. By photographing and documenting cave formations, such as stalactites, stalagmites, and flowstones, we can create a visual record of their current state. Over time, these formations may change or even disappear due to natural processes or human activities. By documenting them, we can track their evolution and better understand the processes that shape them. Scientific research and exploration. Cave photography and documentation are essential tools for scientific research and exploration. Scientists and researchers rely on accurate and detailed records to study cave ecosystems, geological formations, and archaeological artifacts found within caves. Photographs can capture the intricate details of cave formations, allowing scientists to analyze their composition, growth patterns, and other characteristics. This information can help in understanding the geological processes that shape the cave and the surrounding area. Documentation also plays a crucial role in archaeological research. Cave paintings, artifacts, and other cultural remains found within caves provide valuable insights into past civilizations. By documenting these discoveries, researchers can study and interpret them in greater detail, shedding light on our human history. Education and outreach. Cave photography and documentation are powerful tools for education and outreach. They allow us to share the beauty and significance of caves with a wider audience, including those who may never have the opportunity to visit a cave in person. Through photographs and documentation, we can create educational materials, presentations, and exhibitions that showcase the unique features and importance of caves. These resources can be used in schools, museums, and other educational settings to raise awareness about caves and promote their conservation. Furthermore, cave photography and documentation can inspire people to become involved in cave exploration and research. By sharing captivating images and stories, we can ignite curiosity and encourage individuals to learn more about caves and potentially contribute to scientific discoveries. Conservation and management. Cave photography and documentation play a vital role in the conservation and management of cave systems. By documenting the current state of caves, including their formations, ecosystems, and cultural heritage, we can monitor changes and identify potential threats or impacts. Photographs can serve as evidence of damage caused by human activities, such as vandalism or unauthorized excavations. They can also help in assessing the effectiveness of conservation measures and restoration efforts. Furthermore, documentation can aid in the development of management plans for caves. By understanding the unique features and vulnerabilities of a cave system, managers can implement strategies to protect and preserve them for future generations. Safety and exploration planning. Cave photography and documentation are essential for safety and exploration planning. Before embarking on a cave exploration expedition, it is crucial to have accurate information about the cave's layout, potential hazards, and access points. Photographs and documentation can provide valuable insights into these aspects. By capturing images of cave entrances, passages, and potential obstacles, explorers can better plan their routes and anticipate challenges they may encounter. This information is particularly important in complex cave systems where navigation can be challenging. Additionally, photographs can serve as a reference for rescue operations in case of emergencies. They can help rescuers understand the cave's layout and guide them to the location of individuals in need of assistance. In conclusion, cave photography and documentation are of utmost importance in the field of cave exploration and research. They preserve cave history, support scientific research, educate and inspire, aid in conservation efforts, and contribute to safety and exploration planning. By capturing the beauty and significance of caves through photographs and documentation, we can ensure that these unique environments are appreciated, protected, and understood for generations to come. 9.2 Choosing the right equipment for cave photography. Cave photography is a unique and challenging form of photography that requires specialized equipment to capture the beauty and intricacies of cave formations. In this section, we will discuss the essential equipment needed for cave photography and provide tips on choosing the right gear for your cave exploration adventures. Camera. The most important piece of equipment for cave photography is, of course, the camera. When choosing a camera for cave photography, there are a few key factors to consider. Low light performance. Caves are often dark environments with limited natural light. Look for a camera with excellent low light performance and a wide ISO range to capture clear and detailed images in challenging lighting conditions. Image sensor size. A larger image sensor can capture more light, resulting in better image quality. Consider a camera with a full frame or APS-C sensor for improved low light performance and dynamic range. Durability. Caves can be harsh environments with moisture, dust, and rough surfaces. Opt for a camera that is weather-sealed and built to withstand rugged conditions. Interchangeable lenses. Having the ability to change lenses allows you to adapt to different shooting situations. Wide-angle lenses are particularly useful for capturing the vastness of cave chambers, while macro lenses are ideal for close-up shots of cave formations. Lenses. Choosing the right lenses for cave photography is crucial for capturing the unique features and perspectives of cave formations. Here are a few lens options to consider. Wide-angle lens. A wide-angle lens, typically with a focal length between 10 mm and 24 mm, is essential for capturing the expansive nature of cave chambers. It allows you to include more of the cave environment in your frame and create a sense of depth. Macro lens. A macro lens is perfect for capturing intricate details of cave formations, such as stalactites, stalagmites, and delicate mineral deposits. Look for a lens with a focal length of 60 mm to 100 mm to achieve a comfortable working distance. Zoom lens. A versatile zoom lens, such as a 24 to 70 mm or 70 to 200 mm, can be handy for capturing a variety of perspectives within the cave. It allows you to adjust your focal length on the go and adapt to different shooting situations. Fisheye lens. If you want to experiment with unique perspectives and create a distorted, wide-angle effect, a fisheye lens can be a fun addition to your cave photography kit. It can capture a 180-degree field of view, resulting in dramatic and immersive images. Tripod. In the low-light conditions of caves, using a tripod is essential to ensure sharp and blur-free images. When selecting a tripod for cave photography, consider the following factors. Stability. Look for a sturdy tripod that can support the weight of your camera and lens. Stability is crucial, especially when shooting in low light and using longer exposure times. Portability. Caves can be challenging to navigate, so choose a tripod that is lightweight and compact enough to carry comfortably during your exploration. Adjustability. Opt for a tripod with adjustable legs and a center column that can be positioned at different angles. This flexibility allows you to set up your camera at various heights and angles to capture unique compositions. Vibration reduction. Some tripods come with built-in vibration reduction features, such as shock-absorbing materials or spikes for added stability on uneven surfaces. These features can help minimize camera shake and ensure sharper images. Lighting. Caves are often dark environments, making artificial lighting crucial for illuminating your subjects and creating visually appealing images. Here are a few lighting options to consider. External flash. An external flash can provide additional light when the natural light in the cave is insufficient. Look for a flash with adjustable power output and the ability to bounce or diffuse the light for more natural-looking results. Continuous lighting. Continuous LED lights or portable light panels can be useful for illuminating larger areas of the cave or providing a constant light source for longer exposures. Consider lights with adjustable brightness and color temperature settings for more control over your lighting. Headlamp or flashlight. A headlamp or flashlight is essential for navigating through the cave and can also be used creatively to add light to specific areas of your composition. Look for a headlamp with adjustable brightness levels and a wide beam angle for versatility. Accessories. In addition to the essential equipment mentioned above, there are a few accessories that can enhance your cave photography experience. Remote shutter release. A remote shutter release allows you to trigger your camera without physically touching it, minimizing the risk of camera shake. This is particularly useful when using longer exposure times or capturing self-portraits in the cave. Lens filters. Consider using lens filters to enhance your cave images. A polarizing filter can reduce glare and enhance color saturation, while a neutral density filter can help you achieve longer exposure times in bright cave entrances or areas with natural light. Lens cleaning kit. Caves can be dusty environments, so having a lens cleaning kit with a blower, lens cleaning solution, and microfiber cloth is essential for keeping your gear clean and free from debris. Remember, when exploring caves, always prioritize safety and respect for the environment. Obtain any necessary permits or permissions before photographing in protected areas, and be mindful of the impact your presence may have on delicate cave ecosystems. With the right equipment and a passion for cave exploration, you can capture stunning images that showcase the hidden wonders of the underground world. 9.3 Techniques for capturing cave features. Capturing the unique and mesmerizing features of caves through photography is an essential aspect of cave exploration. Cave photography allows us to document and share the beauty and wonder of these underground environments with others. However, capturing cave features can be challenging due to the low light conditions, uneven terrain, and delicate formations. In this section, we will explore some techniques that can help you effectively capture the stunning features of caves. 9.3.1 Understanding lighting conditions. One of the most significant challenges in cave photography is the lack of natural light. Caves are typically dark environments, and relying solely on ambient light will result in underexposed and grainy images. To overcome this, it is crucial to bring your own light sources. LED flashlights or headlamps are commonly used by cave photographers to illuminate the scene. These portable light sources allow you to control the direction and intensity of light, highlighting specific cave features. 9.3.2 Using long exposures. Long exposures are a popular technique in cave photography as they can capture the ambient light and create stunning effects. By using a tripod to stabilize your camera, you can keep the shutter open for an extended period, allowing more light to enter the camera sensor. This technique is particularly useful for capturing the glow of bioluminescent organisms or the soft, ethereal light filtering through cracks and crevices. Experimenting with different exposure times will help you achieve the desired effect. 9.3.3 Balancing exposure. Caves often have a wide dynamic range, with areas of extreme darkness and bright highlights. Achieving a balanced exposure can be challenging in such conditions. To overcome this, you can use techniques like bracketing or HDR, high dynamic range photography. Bracketing involves taking multiple shots at different exposure levels and then blending them together in post-processing to create a well-exposed image. HDR photography involves capturing multiple exposures and merging them using specialized software to create a single image with a wide dynamic range. 9.3.4 Composition and framing. When capturing cave features, it is essential to pay attention to composition and framing. Look for interesting formations, textures, and patterns that can serve as focal points in your images. Experiment with different angles and perspectives to create depth and visual interest. Leading lines, such as cave passages or stalactites, can guide the viewer's eye through the image. Remember to leave some negative space to emphasize the scale and grandeur of the cave environment. 9.3.5 Macro photography. Caves are home to intricate and delicate formations, such as stalactites, stalagmites, and flowstones. Macro photography allows you to capture the intricate details of these formations up close. Use a macro lens or extension tubes to achieve a high level of magnification. A tripod is essential for macro photography to ensure sharpness and minimize camera shake. Pay attention to the lighting and use a diffuser or reflector to soften harsh shadows and highlight the textures and details. 9.3.6 Light painting. Light painting is a creative technique that involves using a handheld light source to selectively illuminate specific areas of the cave. This technique allows you to highlight particular features or create dramatic effects. To achieve this, set your camera to a long exposure, and while the shutter is open, move the light source around the scene, painting the light onto the desired areas. Experiment with different light sources, colors, and movements to create unique and captivating images. 9.3.7 Focus stacking. In cave photography, achieving a sharp focus throughout the image can be challenging due to the uneven terrain and varying distances between the camera and the subject. Focus stacking is a technique that involves capturing multiple images at different focus points and then merging them in post-processing to create a final image with a greater depth of field. This technique is particularly useful when photographing cave interiors with both close-up and distant elements. 9.3.8 Protecting cave features. When capturing cave features, it is crucial to prioritize the preservation and conservation of these delicate environments. Avoid touching or disturbing any formations, as they are extremely fragile and can take thousands of years to form. Be mindful of your movements and equipment to minimize any potential damage. Additionally, always follow ethical guidelines and regulations set by cave management authorities to ensure the long-term preservation of these unique ecosystems. In conclusion, capturing the unique features of caves through photography requires careful consideration of lighting conditions, exposure techniques, composition, and preservation. By understanding and implementing these techniques, you can create stunning images that showcase the beauty and wonder of these underground environments. Remember to always prioritize the preservation and conservation of caves while exploring and photographing them. 9.4 Preserving and sharing cave photographs. Cave photography plays a crucial role in documenting and preserving the unique and often fragile beauty of cave environments. By capturing stunning images of cave formations, underground landscapes, and the delicate interplay of light and shadow, cave photographers contribute to the understanding and appreciation of these hidden wonders. In this section, we will explore the importance of preserving and sharing cave photographs, as well as some practical tips for achieving high-quality cave photography. Preserving cave photographs. Preserving cave photographs is essential to ensure their longevity and to maintain the integrity of the captured images. Here are some key considerations for preserving your cave photographs. 1. Storage conditions. Proper storage conditions are crucial for preserving cave photographs. It is important to keep them in a cool, dry, and dark environment to prevent damage from humidity, heat, and light exposure. Consider using archival quality storage materials such as acid-free photo sleeves or boxes to protect your prints from deterioration. 2. Handling techniques. When handling cave photographs, it is essential to do so with clean hands to avoid transferring oils or dirt onto the prints. Using cotton gloves or handling the photographs by their edges can help minimize the risk of damage. Avoid touching the image surface directly, as fingerprints can leave permanent marks. 3. Framing and display. If you choose to display your cave photographs, it is important to use archival quality materials to protect them from environmental factors. UV filtering glass or acrylic can help reduce the impact of light exposure, while acid-free matting and backing boards can prevent deterioration over time. Consider framing your photographs with conservation-grade materials to ensure their long-term preservation. 4. Digital preservation. In addition to physical prints, many cave photographers also capture images in digital format. To preserve digital cave photographs, it is crucial to create multiple backups and store them in different locations. Regularly check the integrity of your digital files and consider using file formats that are widely supported and have good long-term preservation prospects, such as TIFF or RAW. Sharing cave photographs. Sharing cave photographs allows others to experience the beauty and wonder of caves, even if they cannot visit them in person. Here are some tips for effectively sharing your cave photographs. 1. Online platforms. Utilize online platforms such as photography websites, social media platforms, or personal blogs to showcase your cave photographs. These platforms provide a wide reach and allow you to connect with fellow cave enthusiasts, photographers, and researchers who share your passion. 2. Captions and descriptions. When sharing your cave photographs, provide informative captions and descriptions that enhance the viewer's understanding and appreciation of the image. Include details about the cave location, unique features, geological formations, or any interesting anecdotes related to the photograph. This additional context can make the viewing experience more engaging and educational. 3. Watermarking. Consider adding a discreet watermark to your cave photographs when sharing them online. This can help protect your work from unauthorized use or copyright infringement. Ensure that the watermark does not distract from the image itself and is placed in a way that does not obstruct the viewer's enjoyment. 4. Collaboration and exhibitions. Collaborating with other photographers or participating in photography exhibitions focused on caves can provide opportunities to showcase your work to a wider audience. These collaborations can also foster knowledge exchange and inspire new perspectives on cave photography. 5. Educational outreach. Consider partnering with educational institutions, conservation organizations, or local cave exploration groups to share your cave photographs in educational settings. Presentations, workshops, or guest lectures can help raise awareness about the importance of cave conservation and inspire others to appreciate and protect these fragile environments. Conclusion. Preserving and sharing cave photographs is essential for documenting and promoting the beauty and significance of caves. By following proper preservation techniques and utilizing various platforms for sharing, cave photographers can contribute to the conservation and appreciation of these unique underground ecosystems. Whether through physical prints or digital formats, cave photographs have the power to inspire, educate, and raise awareness about the importance of cave preservation. 10. Cave rescue and emergency preparedness. 10.1 Understanding cave rescue operations. Cave exploration can be an exhilarating and rewarding experience, but it also comes with inherent risks. Despite taking all necessary precautions, accidents and emergencies can still occur in caves. That's why it is crucial to have a comprehensive understanding of cave rescue operations. In this section, we will explore the key aspects of cave rescue, including the importance of emergency response plans, necessary equipment and training, and dealing with medical emergencies in caves. Importance of cave rescue operations. Cave rescue operations are essential for ensuring the safety and well-being of individuals who may become trapped, injured, or lost in caves. The unique environment of caves presents numerous challenges for rescue teams, including limited visibility, narrow passages, and difficult access. Therefore, it is crucial to have a well-coordinated and efficient rescue operation in place to minimize the risks and maximize the chances of a successful outcome. The primary goal of cave rescue operations is to locate and extract individuals in distress as quickly and safely as possible. This requires a combination of specialized skills, equipment, and teamwork. Cave rescue teams are typically composed of highly trained individuals who possess a deep understanding of cave systems, rescue techniques, and emergency medical care. Creating emergency response plans for caves. One of the fundamental aspects of cave rescue operations is the development of comprehensive emergency response plans. These plans outline the necessary steps and procedures to be followed in the event of an emergency. They should be tailored to the specific cave system and take into account factors such as the size of the cave, the number of potential visitors, and the accessibility of the cave entrance. Emergency response plans should include clear communication protocols, designated roles and responsibilities for team members, and a system for alerting and coordinating with external emergency services. It is essential to regularly review and update these plans to ensure they remain relevant and effective. Equipment and training for cave rescue. Cave rescue operations require specialized equipment to navigate the challenging cave environment and safely extract individuals in distress. Some of the essential equipment used in cave rescue includes caving gear. This includes helmets, headlamps, harnesses, and ropes, which are essential for navigating through the cave and accessing difficult-to-reach areas. Communication devices. Reliable communication is crucial during cave rescue operations. Two-way radios, mobile phones, and cave-specific communication systems can help maintain contact between team members and coordinate with external emergency services. Medical equipment. Cave rescue teams should be equipped with basic medical supplies, including first aid kits, stretchers, and immobilization devices. These supplies can help stabilize injured individuals until they can be safely transported out of the cave. Technical rescue equipment. Depending on the specific cave system, specialized equipment such as pulley systems, ascenders, and descenders may be required to navigate vertical passages and perform complex rescues. To ensure the effectiveness of cave rescue operations, it is crucial for team members to undergo comprehensive training. This training should cover various aspects, including cave navigation, rope techniques, first aid, and emergency response protocols. Regular training exercises and simulations can help maintain and enhance the skills of rescue team members. Dealing with medical emergencies in caves. Medical emergencies can occur in caves due to a variety of factors, including accidents, pre-existing medical conditions, or environmental factors. It is essential for cave rescue teams to be prepared to provide immediate medical care until the injured individual can be safely evacuated from the cave. Some of the key considerations when dealing with medical emergencies in caves include assessment and stabilization. Upon reaching the injured individual, cave rescue teams should assess the severity of the injuries and provide immediate first aid. This may include controlling bleeding, immobilizing fractures, or administering CPR if necessary. Extraction and evacuation. Once the injured individual has been stabilized, the rescue team will need to carefully plan and execute their extraction from the cave. This may involve the use of stretchers, rope systems, or other specialized techniques depending on the cave's layout and accessibility. Communication and coordination. Throughout the rescue operation, effective communication and coordination with external emergency services are crucial. This ensures that the necessary medical resources and transportation are available upon reaching the cave entrance. Post-rescue care. After the injured individual has been safely evacuated from the cave, they should receive further medical evaluation and treatment as required. It is essential to document the details of the incident and provide relevant information to medical professionals for ongoing care. In conclusion, understanding cave rescue operations is vital for anyone involved in cave exploration. By developing comprehensive emergency response plans, acquiring the necessary equipment and training, and being prepared to deal with medical emergencies, cave rescue teams can ensure the safety and well-being of individuals in distress. Remember, prevention is always the best approach, but being prepared for emergencies is equally important in the world of cave exploration. 10.2 Creating emergency response plans for caves. When exploring caves, it is essential to be prepared for any potential emergencies that may arise. Caves can be unpredictable environments, and accidents or incidents can occur unexpectedly. To ensure the safety of cave explorers, it is crucial to have a well-designed emergency response plan in place. This section will guide you through the process of creating an effective emergency response plan for caves. Understanding the importance of emergency response plans. Emergency response plans are vital for cave exploration because they provide a structured approach to handling emergencies. These plans outline the necessary steps to be taken in case of an incident, ensuring that all individuals involved are aware of their roles and responsibilities. By having a well-prepared plan, cave explorers can respond quickly and effectively to emergencies, minimizing the potential risks and ensuring the safety of everyone involved. Assessing potential risks and hazards. Before creating an emergency response plan, it is crucial to assess the potential risks and hazards associated with cave exploration. Each cave is unique and may present different challenges and dangers. Some common risks and hazards in caves include cave-ins or collapses. Unstable cave formations or loose rocks can pose a significant risk to explorers. Flooding. Caves with water sources can be prone to sudden flooding, trapping individuals inside. Falls and injuries. Uneven terrain, slippery surfaces, and low visibility can increase the risk of falls and injuries. Equipment failure. Malfunctioning equipment, such as headlamps or ropes, can lead to dangerous situations. Hypothermia. Caves are often colder than the outside environment, and prolonged exposure can lead to hypothermia. Getting lost or disoriented. The complex nature of cave systems can make it easy to become lost or disoriented, especially in unfamiliar caves. By identifying and understanding these potential risks, you can develop a comprehensive emergency response plan that addresses each specific hazard. Developing an emergency response plan. Establish a communication system. Communication is crucial during emergencies. Ensure that all members of the exploration team have a reliable means of communication, such as two-way radios or cell phones. Establish a communication protocol and designate a central point of contact for reporting emergencies. Define roles and responsibilities. Clearly define the roles and responsibilities of each team member during an emergency. Assign specific tasks, such as first aid, navigation, or communication, to individuals based on their skills and expertise. This ensures that everyone knows their responsibilities and can act promptly and efficiently. Establish emergency procedures. Develop step-by-step procedures for different types of emergencies, such as cave-ins, flooding, or injuries. Include instructions on how to assess the situation, provide first aid, evacuate the cave, and contact emergency services. Ensure that these procedures are easily understandable and accessible to all team members. Conduct regular drills and training. Practice is essential for ensuring that team members are familiar with the emergency response plan. Conduct regular drills to simulate different emergency scenarios and test the effectiveness of the plan. Provide training on first aid, navigation, and other necessary skills to enhance the team's preparedness. Create a cave map and mark emergency exits. A detailed cave map is essential for navigation and locating emergency exits. Ensure that the map is accurate and up to date. Mark emergency exits clearly on the map and within the cave to facilitate a quick and safe evacuation. Establish a system for tracking team members. In large cave systems, it is crucial to have a system for tracking team members' locations. This can be done using a sign-in, sign-out sheet or a digital tracking system. Regularly update the tracking system to ensure that everyone is accounted for during emergencies. Provide first aid and medical supplies. As part of the emergency response plan, ensure that there are adequate first aid kits and medical supplies available. Train team members in basic first aid techniques and provide them with the necessary knowledge and skills to handle common injuries or medical emergencies. Coordinate with local authorities. Establish a relationship with local emergency services and authorities. Provide them with information about your cave exploration activities and emergency response plan. This collaboration can help expedite rescue operations in case of emergencies. Review and update the plan regularly. Emergency response plans should be reviewed and updated regularly to reflect any changes in the cave system, team composition, or equipment. Regularly assess the effectiveness of the plan and make necessary adjustments based on lessons learned from drills or actual incidents. By following these steps and creating a comprehensive emergency response plan, cave explorers can be better prepared to handle emergencies and ensure the safety of all team members. Remember, prevention is always the best approach. While having an emergency response plan is crucial, it is equally important to prioritize safety, conduct thorough risk assessments, and take necessary precautions to minimize the likelihood of emergencies occurring in the first place. 10.3 Equipment and Training for Cave Rescue. Cave exploration can be an exhilarating and rewarding experience, but it also comes with inherent risks. Despite taking all necessary precautions, accidents can still happen, and it is crucial to be prepared for cave rescue situations. In this section, we will discuss the equipment and training required for cave rescue operations. Equipment for cave rescue. When it comes to cave rescue, having the right equipment can mean the difference between life and death. Here are some essential items that should be included in a cave rescue kit. Helmets. A sturdy helmet is essential to protect the head from falling rocks or other debris. It should have a chin strap to ensure a secure fit. Headlamps. Reliable headlamps are crucial for providing hands-free illumination in dark cave environments. It is advisable to carry spare batteries or a backup headlamp. Ropes and harnesses. Ropes and harnesses are essential for vertical cave rescues. They allow rescuers to descend into deep pits or ascend steep walls. It is important to use high-quality ropes and harnesses that are specifically designed for cave rescue operations. Carabiners and pulleys. Carabiners and pulleys are used to create mechanical advantage systems, allowing rescuers to lift or lower victims more efficiently. These tools should be strong, lightweight, and easy to operate. Rescue harnesses. Rescue harnesses are designed to secure and immobilize injured victims during rescue operations. They should be adjustable, comfortable, and have multiple attachment points for ropes and carabiners. First aid kits. A well-stocked first aid kit is essential for providing immediate medical assistance to injured individuals. It should include bandages, antiseptics, splints, pain relievers, and other necessary medical supplies. Communication devices. Reliable communication devices such as two-way radios or satellite phones are crucial for maintaining contact with the outside world during cave rescue operations. They help coordinate rescue efforts and provide updates on the situation. Cave maps and compass. Detailed cave maps and a reliable compass are essential for navigation during rescue operations. They help rescuers locate victims and plan the most efficient routes. Personal protective equipment PPE, including gloves, goggles, and protective clothing, should be worn by rescuers to protect themselves from potential hazards such as sharp rocks, chemicals, or biological contaminants. Stretchers and carrying systems. In the event of an injured or incapacitated victim, stretchers or carrying systems are used to safely transport them through narrow passages or difficult terrain. These should be lightweight, durable, and easily maneuverable. Training for cave rescue. Having the right equipment is only part of the equation. Proper training is crucial for cave rescue operations. Here are some key aspects of cave rescue training. Technical rope skills. Rescuers should be proficient in various rope techniques, including ascending, descending, belaying, and rigging systems. They should be able to perform these skills efficiently and safely in challenging cave environments. Vertical rescue techniques. Vertical rescue techniques are essential for extracting victims from deep pits or steep walls. Rescuers should be trained in using mechanical advantage systems, hauling systems, and other specialized techniques for vertical cave rescues. Medical training. Rescuers should have basic medical training to provide immediate first aid and stabilize injured victims until they can be evacuated from the cave. This includes CPR, wound management, fracture stabilization, and managing medical emergencies in confined spaces. Navigation and cave mapping. Rescuers should be proficient in reading cave maps, using compasses, and navigating through complex cave systems. This ensures efficient movement and minimizes the risk of getting lost during rescue operations. Communication and teamwork. Effective communication and teamwork are vital during cave rescue operations. Rescuers should be trained in clear and concise communication techniques and be able to work together seamlessly in high-stress situations. Simulated rescue scenarios. Regular practice in simulated rescue scenarios helps rescuers develop their skills and improve their response times. These exercises should replicate real-life cave rescue situations as closely as possible, allowing rescuers to apply their training in a realistic setting. Risk assessment and decision-making. Rescuers should be trained in assessing risks and making informed decisions during cave rescue operations. This includes evaluating the stability of cave structures, assessing the condition of victims, and determining the most appropriate rescue techniques. Continuing education. Cave rescue techniques and equipment are constantly evolving. Rescuers should stay updated with the latest advancements in cave rescue technology and attend regular training sessions and workshops to enhance their skills. Remember, cave rescue operations are complex and dangerous. It is essential to work with experienced cave rescue teams or organizations and follow established protocols and guidelines. Regular training, practice, and maintaining a high level of preparedness are key to ensuring the safety of both rescuers and victims in cave rescue situations. 10.4 Dealing with medical emergencies in caves. Cave exploration can be an exhilarating and rewarding experience, but it also comes with inherent risks. One of the most critical risks is the potential for medical emergencies to occur while underground. Being prepared to handle medical emergencies in caves is essential for the safety and well-being of all cave explorers. In this section, we will discuss the necessary steps to deal with medical emergencies in caves. Assessing the situation. When a medical emergency arises in a cave, the first step is to assess the situation calmly and quickly. The cave environment can be challenging, with limited visibility, uneven terrain, and potential obstacles. It is crucial to remain calm and focused to make accurate assessments. Check the injured person's condition and determine the severity of the injury or illness. If the person is conscious, ask them about their symptoms and any known medical conditions. If they are unconscious, check their breathing and pulse. Assess the stability of the cave environment and ensure that there are no immediate dangers, such as falling rocks or flooding. Communication and alerting others. In a cave, communication can be challenging due to limited cell phone reception and the absence of other means of communication. It is essential to establish a communication plan before entering the cave and inform someone on the surface about your exploration plans and expected return time. If a medical emergency occurs, try to establish communication with the surface using any available means, such as walkie-talkies or cave rescue communication systems if they are installed in the cave. If communication is not possible, designate someone to leave the cave and seek help immediately. Providing first aid. Once the situation has been assessed, it is crucial to provide appropriate first aid to the injured person. Basic first aid knowledge is essential for all cave explorers. Here are some key steps to follow. Control bleeding. Apply direct pressure to any bleeding wounds using a clean cloth or bandage. Elevate the injured limb if possible to help reduce blood flow. Stabilize fractures. If a fracture is suspected, immobilize the injured limb using splints or improvised materials like sticks or clothing. Avoid moving the injured person unless absolutely necessary. Manage shock. Keep the injured person warm and comfortable. Elevate their legs slightly if they are conscious and not experiencing any spinal injuries. Monitor their vital signs and reassure them to help prevent shock. Administer CPR. If the injured person is not breathing or their heart has stopped, initiate cardiopulmonary resuscitation, CPR, if you are trained to do so. If possible, take turns performing CPR to avoid exhaustion. Treat other injuries or illnesses. Depending on the nature of the medical emergency, provide appropriate first aid for other injuries or illnesses. This may include treating burns, administering medication for allergic reactions, or managing asthma attacks. Evacuation and rescue. In some cases, it may be necessary to evacuate the injured person from the cave to receive further medical attention. Evacuation in a cave environment can be challenging and time-consuming, requiring the assistance of trained cave rescuers. Here are some considerations for evacuation. Stabilize the injured person. Before attempting to move the injured person, ensure that they are stable and their injuries are adequately managed. Immobilize any fractures or unstable injuries to prevent further damage during evacuation. Use appropriate equipment. Depending on the cave's characteristics and the severity of the injury, various equipment may be used for evacuation. This can include stretchers, ropes, pulley systems, and specialized cave rescue equipment. Follow the guidance of trained cave rescuers if available. Coordinate with rescue teams. If possible, establish communication with cave rescue teams and provide them with accurate information about the injured person's condition and location. Follow their instructions and cooperate fully during the evacuation process. Monitor the injured person. Continuously monitor the injured person's vital signs and reassess their condition during the evacuation. Make necessary adjustments to their treatment as needed. Prevention and preparedness. While it is crucial to know how to handle medical emergencies in caves, prevention and preparedness are equally important. Here are some measures to minimize the risk of medical emergencies and be prepared for any unforeseen situations. Physical fitness. Maintain good physical fitness and health before embarking on cave exploration. Regular exercise and a healthy lifestyle can help reduce the risk of medical emergencies. Proper equipment. Carry a well-stocked first aid kit that includes essential supplies such as bandages, antiseptics, pain relievers, and any necessary personal medications. Additionally, ensure that your cave exploration gear is in good condition and suitable for the environment. Training and knowledge. Obtain training in wilderness first aid or other relevant medical courses. Familiarize yourself with common cave-related injuries and illnesses, as well as their appropriate treatment. Emergency response plan. Develop a comprehensive emergency response plan specifically tailored for cave exploration. This plan should include communication protocols, evacuation procedures, and a list of emergency contacts. Teamwork and communication. Cave exploration is often done in groups. Establish clear communication and teamwork protocols to ensure that everyone is aware of their roles and responsibilities in case of a medical emergency. By being prepared, knowledgeable, and proactive, cave explorers can effectively deal with medical emergencies and ensure the safety of themselves and their fellow adventurers. Remember, prevention is always better than cure, so prioritize safety and take necessary precautions before entering any cave. 11. Cave tourism and recreation. 11.1 Benefits and challenges of cave tourism. Cave tourism, also known as spelunking or caving, has gained popularity in recent years as more people seek unique and adventurous travel experiences. Exploring caves offers a range of benefits, from the opportunity to witness stunning natural formations to the chance to learn about the geological history of an area. However, cave tourism also presents challenges that need to be addressed to ensure the preservation of these fragile environments. Benefits of cave tourism. 1. Natural beauty and unique formations. Caves are often home to breathtaking natural beauty, with unique rock formations, stalactites, stalagmites, and underground rivers. These geological wonders have formed over thousands or even millions of years, creating a mesmerizing underground landscape. Cave tourism allows visitors to witness these natural formations up close and appreciate the intricate beauty of the underground world. 2. Educational opportunities. Caves provide an excellent opportunity for education and learning. They offer insights into the geological processes that have shaped the Earth's surface over time. Cave tourism allows visitors to learn about the formation of caves, the types of rocks and minerals found within them, and the role they play in the ecosystem. Many caves also have historical and cultural significance, providing a glimpse into the lives of past civilizations. 3. Adventure and thrill. For adventure enthusiasts, cave tourism offers a unique and thrilling experience. Exploring the depths of a cave, navigating through narrow passages, and discovering hidden chambers can be an adrenaline-pumping adventure. The sense of exploration and the unknown adds an element of excitement to the experience, making cave tourism a popular choice for those seeking adventure. 4. Ecotourism and conservation. Cave tourism can contribute to the conservation and preservation of these fragile ecosystems. By promoting responsible tourism practices, cave operators and visitors can help raise awareness about the importance of protecting caves and their unique biodiversity. Revenue generated from cave tourism can also be used to fund conservation efforts and support local communities. 5. Cultural and historical significance. Many caves hold cultural and historical significance, serving as archaeological sites or containing ancient cave paintings and artifacts. Cave tourism provides an opportunity to explore these cultural treasures and learn about the history and traditions of the people who once inhabited these caves. It allows visitors to connect with the past and gain a deeper understanding of human civilization. Challenges of cave tourism. 1. Environmental impact. Cave ecosystems are delicate and sensitive to human activity. The increase in cave tourism can lead to environmental degradation if not managed properly. Foot traffic, improper waste disposal, and the use of artificial lighting can disrupt cave ecosystems and harm the unique flora and fauna that inhabit them. It is crucial to implement sustainable practices and limit the number of visitors to minimize the impact on these fragile environments. 2. Safety concerns. Cave tourism involves inherent risks and challenges. Caves can be dark, slippery, and have uneven terrain, making it essential for visitors to be adequately prepared and guided by experienced professionals. Lack of proper safety measures and untrained visitors can lead to accidents and injuries. It is crucial to prioritize visitor safety by providing appropriate equipment, clear guidelines, and trained guides to ensure a safe and enjoyable experience. 3. Preservation of cultural and historical sites. Caves with cultural and historical significance require special attention to ensure their preservation. Uncontrolled tourism can lead to vandalism, theft of artifacts, and damage to ancient cave paintings. It is essential to implement strict regulations and monitoring systems to protect these valuable sites. Educating visitors about the importance of preserving cultural and historical sites can also help in their conservation. 4. Balancing tourism and conservation. Finding a balance between promoting cave tourism and preserving the natural environment is a significant challenge. While tourism can provide economic benefits to local communities and support conservation efforts, an excessive influx of visitors can overwhelm the delicate cave ecosystems. Proper management strategies, such as limiting visitor numbers, implementing sustainable practices, and monitoring the impact of tourism, are crucial to ensure the long-term sustainability of cave tourism. 5. Accessibility and infrastructure. Not all caves are easily accessible, and developing the necessary infrastructure for cave tourism can be challenging. Remote locations, difficult terrain, and limited resources can make it difficult to provide the necessary facilities and services for visitors. Building appropriate access points, visitor centers, and maintaining trails require careful planning and investment. Ensuring accessibility while minimizing the impact on the natural environment is a key consideration in developing cave tourism infrastructure. In conclusion, cave tourism offers a range of benefits, including the opportunity to witness natural beauty, educational experiences, adventure, and cultural exploration. However, it also presents challenges related to environmental impact, safety concerns, preservation of cultural sites, balancing tourism and conservation, and developing appropriate infrastructure. By addressing these challenges through responsible tourism practices, cave tourism can continue to thrive while ensuring the long-term preservation of these unique and fragile underground environments. 11.2. Developing cave tourism infrastructure. Cave tourism has gained popularity in recent years as more people are seeking unique and adventurous travel experiences. Developing cave tourism infrastructure is essential to ensure the safety and enjoyment of visitors while preserving the natural beauty and ecological balance of the caves. This section will explore the key considerations and steps involved in developing cave tourism infrastructure. Understanding the importance of cave tourism infrastructure. Developing cave tourism infrastructure involves creating the necessary facilities and amenities to support visitors' needs and enhance their experience. It plays a crucial role in attracting tourists, generating revenue, and promoting local economic development. However, it is essential to strike a balance between providing access to caves and preserving their fragile ecosystems. Conducting a feasibility study. Before embarking on the development of cave tourism infrastructure, it is crucial to conduct a feasibility study. This study should assess the potential of the cave site for tourism, considering factors such as accessibility, geological stability, environmental impact, and market demand. The study should also evaluate the financial viability of the project and identify potential risks and challenges. Collaborating with stakeholders. Developing cave tourism infrastructure requires collaboration with various stakeholders, including local communities, government agencies, environmental organizations, and tourism experts. Engaging these stakeholders from the early stages of planning ensures that their concerns and perspectives are taken into account. It also fosters a sense of ownership and promotes sustainable development practices. Designing visitor facilities. Visitor facilities are an essential component of cave tourism infrastructure. These facilities should be designed to provide comfort, convenience, and safety to visitors while minimizing their impact on the cave environment. Some key considerations in designing visitor facilities include: entrance and reception area. The entrance area should be well marked and easily accessible. A reception area can provide information, ticketing services, and orientation to visitors. Visitor center. A visitor center can serve as an educational hub, providing information about the cave's geology, history, and conservation efforts. It can also house exhibits, audiovisual presentations, and interactive displays. Pathways and trails. Well-designed pathways and trails should be constructed to guide visitors through the cave while minimizing damage to cave formations. These pathways should be well lit, non-slip, and wheelchair accessible where possible. Viewing platforms. Strategically placed viewing platforms can offer visitors breathtaking views of cave formations without the need for physical contact. These platforms should be designed to blend seamlessly with the natural surroundings. Restrooms and amenities. Adequate restroom facilities, drinking water stations, and seating areas should be provided to ensure visitors' comfort and convenience. Interpretive signage. Informative signage can be placed throughout the cave to educate visitors about its unique features, conservation efforts, and safety guidelines. Ensuring safety and security. Safety and security are paramount in cave tourism. Developing cave tourism infrastructure should include measures to ensure the well-being of visitors. Some key considerations for safety and security include lighting. Sufficient lighting should be installed to illuminate pathways and highlight cave formations. This not only enhances the visitor experience but also reduces the risk of accidents. Emergency exits and evacuation plans. Clear emergency exits should be marked, and evacuation plans should be in place in case of emergencies such as cave-ins or flooding. Regular drills and training sessions should be conducted to familiarize staff and visitors with emergency procedures. Monitoring systems. Installing monitoring systems such as CCTV cameras and sensors can help detect potential hazards and ensure the safety of visitors. These systems should be regularly maintained and monitored by trained personnel. Staff training. Staff members should receive comprehensive training on safety protocols, emergency response, and first aid. They should be equipped to handle various situations and provide assistance to visitors when needed. Implementing sustainable practices. Sustainability should be at the core of developing cave tourism infrastructure. It is crucial to minimize the environmental impact and preserve the delicate cave ecosystems for future generations. Some sustainable practices to consider include waste management. Implementing proper waste management systems, including recycling and waste reduction measures, can help minimize the environmental footprint of cave tourism. Energy efficiency. Utilizing energy-efficient lighting and equipment can reduce energy consumption and lower carbon emissions. Renewable energy sources such as solar power can also be explored. Water conservation. Implementing water-saving measures, such as low-flow faucets and toilets, can help conserve water within the cave tourism infrastructure. Conservation education. Educating visitors about the importance of cave conservation and responsible tourism practices can foster a sense of stewardship and encourage sustainable behavior. Conclusion. Developing cave tourism infrastructure requires careful planning, collaboration with stakeholders, and a commitment to sustainability. By creating well-designed visitor facilities, ensuring safety and security, and implementing sustainable practices, cave tourism can thrive while preserving the natural beauty and ecological balance of caves. It is essential to strike a balance between providing access to caves and protecting their fragile ecosystems to ensure a positive and sustainable cave tourism experience. 11.3 Guidelines for Responsible Cave Tourism. Cave tourism has gained popularity in recent years, attracting adventurers and nature enthusiasts from all over the world. However, it is essential to approach cave tourism with responsibility and respect for the fragile cave ecosystems. Irresponsible tourism can have detrimental effects on cave formations, wildlife, and the overall sustainability of these unique environments. In this section, we will discuss guidelines for responsible cave tourism to ensure the preservation and enjoyment of caves for future generations. Understanding the fragility of cave ecosystems. Caves are delicate environments that have formed over thousands or even millions of years. The unique geological formations, such as stalactites, stalagmites, and flowstones, are the result of slow and intricate processes. It is crucial to understand that these formations are fragile and can be easily damaged by human activities. When visiting caves, it is essential to be aware of the impact our presence can have and take necessary precautions to minimize any potential harm. Respecting cave regulations and guidelines. Before embarking on a cave tour or exploration, it is crucial to familiarize yourself with the regulations and guidelines set by the cave management authorities. These regulations are in place to protect the cave environment and ensure the safety of visitors. Follow all posted signs, stay on designated paths, and adhere to any restrictions or limitations imposed by the authorities. By respecting these guidelines, you contribute to the preservation of the cave ecosystem and maintain a safe environment for yourself and others. Hiring certified cave guides. When exploring caves, it is highly recommended to hire certified cave guides who have extensive knowledge and experience in cave tourism. These guides are trained to lead visitors safely through the cave systems while providing valuable information about the geological features, history, and conservation efforts. Certified cave guides can also educate visitors about responsible cave tourism practices, ensuring that everyone understands the importance of preserving these unique environments. Minimizing physical impact. To minimize the physical impact on cave formations, it is crucial to avoid touching or leaning on cave walls, stalactites, stalagmites, or any other formations. Even the slightest touch can disrupt the delicate balance and growth of these formations. Additionally, avoid littering or leaving any waste behind. Carry out all trash and dispose of it properly outside the cave. By minimizing physical impact, we can help preserve the natural beauty of the cave for future generations. Using proper lighting techniques. Proper lighting techniques are essential in cave tourism to minimize the disturbance to cave-dwelling organisms and preserve the natural darkness of the cave. Avoid using bright or excessive lighting that can disrupt the natural habitat and behavior of cave-dwelling species. Instead, use low-intensity, non-intrusive lighting methods that allow for safe navigation while minimizing the impact on the cave ecosystem. Staying on designated paths. When exploring caves, it is crucial to stay on designated paths and avoid venturing off into unexplored areas. These paths are carefully planned to minimize the impact on cave formations and wildlife. Venturing off the designated paths can lead to unintentional damage to delicate formations or disturbance to cave-dwelling species. By staying on designated paths, we can ensure the preservation of the cave environment and minimize our impact on its delicate ecosystem. Respecting wildlife and cave-dwelling species. Caves are home to a variety of unique and often fragile species that have adapted to the dark and specific conditions of these environments. It is essential to respect and observe these species from a distance, avoiding any actions that may harm or disturb them. Do not attempt to touch, feed, or capture any cave-dwelling organisms. By respecting the wildlife and cave-dwelling species, we contribute to the preservation of their habitats and the overall balance of the cave ecosystem. Limiting group sizes. To minimize the impact on cave formations and wildlife, it is advisable to limit the size of tour groups. Large groups can create congestion and increase the chances of accidental damage to cave formations. Smaller groups allow for a more intimate and controlled experience, ensuring that each visitor can appreciate the cave environment while minimizing their impact on it. Educating visitors on responsible cave tourism. Promoting responsible cave tourism involves educating visitors about the importance of preserving cave ecosystems and the potential consequences of irresponsible behavior. Cave management authorities and tour operators should provide educational materials, briefings, or interpretive guides to inform visitors about the fragility of caves and the necessary precautions to take. By raising awareness and providing information, we can foster a culture of responsible cave tourism and ensure the long-term sustainability of these unique environments. Supporting local conservation efforts. Lastly, responsible cave tourism involves supporting local conservation efforts. Many caves are protected by organizations or government agencies dedicated to their preservation. Consider donating to these organizations or participating in volunteer programs that contribute to the conservation and maintenance of cave ecosystems. By actively supporting these efforts, we can help ensure the long-term sustainability of caves and the preservation of their unique natural features. In conclusion, responsible cave tourism is crucial for the preservation and enjoyment of these unique environments. By understanding the fragility of cave ecosystems, respecting regulations and guidelines, hiring certified cave guides, minimizing physical impact, using proper lighting techniques, staying on designated paths, respecting wildlife, limiting group sizes, educating visitors, and supporting local conservation efforts, we can ensure that caves remain pristine and accessible for future generations to explore and appreciate. 11.4 Promoting sustainable cave recreation. Cave recreation, including activities such as cave exploration, hiking, and spelunking, can provide individuals with unique and thrilling experiences. However, it is essential to promote sustainable practices to ensure the long-term preservation and protection of these fragile underground ecosystems. This section will discuss the importance of promoting sustainable cave recreation and provide guidelines for responsible cave tourism. Understanding the importance of sustainable cave recreation. Caves are delicate and sensitive environments that have taken thousands of years to form. They are home to unique geological formations, rare species, and delicate ecosystems. Irresponsible cave recreation can cause irreversible damage to these fragile ecosystems, leading to the loss of biodiversity and the degradation of cave formations. Promoting sustainable cave recreation is crucial for several reasons. Conservation. By adopting sustainable practices, we can protect and preserve the natural beauty and ecological integrity of caves for future generations. Education. Sustainable cave recreation provides an opportunity to educate visitors about the importance of caves, their geological significance, and the need for conservation. Economic benefits. Responsible cave tourism can contribute to local economies by attracting visitors, creating jobs, and supporting local businesses. Safety. Promoting sustainable practices ensures the safety of visitors and minimizes the risk of accidents or injuries during cave recreation activities. Guidelines for responsible cave tourism. To promote sustainable cave recreation, it is essential to follow guidelines that minimize the impact on cave ecosystems and ensure the safety of visitors. Here are some key guidelines to consider. 1. Obtain proper permits and permissions. Before engaging in any cave recreation activities, ensure that you have obtained the necessary permits and permissions from the relevant authorities. This helps regulate the number of visitors and ensures that the cave is not overcrowded, reducing the impact on the cave environment. 2. Stay on designated paths and trails. Stick to designated paths and trails to minimize trampling on delicate cave formations and vegetation. Avoid touching or removing any cave formations, as they are extremely fragile and can take thousands of years to form. 3. Leave no trace. Practice the leave no trace principle by carrying out all waste, including food wrappers, water bottles, and other litter. Dispose of waste properly in designated bins outside the cave or carry it out with you. Avoid leaving any trace of your visit behind. 4. Respect wildlife. Caves are home to various species, some of which may be rare or endangered. Respect their habitat by observing wildlife from a distance and avoiding any disturbance. Do not remove or disturb any animals, plants, or their habitats. 5. Minimize light and noise pollution. Caves are naturally dark and quiet environments. Minimize the use of artificial lights and keep noise levels to a minimum to preserve the natural ambiance of the cave. Excessive light and noise can disrupt wildlife and disturb other visitors' experiences. 6. Practice proper hygiene. To prevent the spread of diseases and minimize the introduction of foreign substances into the cave, practice proper hygiene. Clean your gear and clothing before entering the cave to avoid introducing contaminants that could harm cave ecosystems. 7. Follow safety guidelines. Always prioritize safety during cave recreation activities. Ensure that you are adequately prepared, have the necessary equipment, and are aware of potential hazards. Follow safety guidelines provided by experienced cave guides or instructors. 8. Support local conservation efforts. Consider supporting local conservation organizations or initiatives that work towards the preservation and protection of caves. By contributing to these efforts, you can help ensure the long-term sustainability of cave recreation. 9. Educate others. Share your knowledge and experiences with others to raise awareness about the importance of sustainable cave recreation. Encourage others to follow responsible practices and respect the fragile nature of caves. Conclusion. Promoting sustainable cave recreation is essential for the long-term preservation and protection of these unique underground ecosystems. By following guidelines for responsible cave tourism, we can minimize our impact on cave environments, educate others about their significance, and ensure the safety of visitors. Remember, caves are fragile and irreplaceable, so let's enjoy them responsibly and leave them untouched for future generations to explore and appreciate. 12. Future of cave exploration. 12.1 Advancements in cave exploration technology. Cave exploration has come a long way since its early days, thanks to advancements in technology. These innovations have revolutionized the way caves are explored, making it easier, safer, and more efficient for cave explorers. In this section, we will discuss some of the key advancements in cave exploration technology. Remote sensing techniques. One of the most significant advancements in cave exploration technology is the use of remote sensing techniques. These techniques allow cave explorers to gather valuable information about caves without physically entering them. Remote sensing techniques include the use of ground-penetrating radar, GPR, lidar, light detection and ranging, and thermal imaging. Ground-penetrating radar uses electromagnetic waves to create images of subsurface structures. It can help identify hidden passages, underground rivers, and other geological features. Lidar, on the other hand, uses laser beams to create highly detailed 3D maps of cave systems. This technology has proven to be particularly useful in mapping large and complex cave networks. Thermal imaging is another remote sensing technique that can detect temperature variations in caves. This information can be used to identify airflow patterns, locate potential water sources, and even detect the presence of animals or humans within the cave. Cave mapping and 3D modeling. Advancements in cave mapping and 3D modeling technology have greatly improved the accuracy and efficiency of cave exploration. Traditional methods of cave mapping involved manually surveying and sketching cave passages, which was time-consuming and prone to errors. However, with the advent of digital mapping tools, cave explorers can now create highly accurate and detailed maps of cave systems. Specialized software programs allow cave explorers to input survey data and generate 3D models of caves. These models provide a realistic representation of the cave's structure and can be used for virtual exploration and analysis. Additionally, 3D models can be shared with other researchers and used for educational purposes. Cave diving equipment. Cave diving is a specialized form of cave exploration that requires advanced equipment and training. Over the years, advancements in cave diving equipment have made it safer and more accessible for cave divers. Specialized diving gear, such as rebreathers, allows divers to explore deeper and stay underwater for longer periods. Rebreathers are closed-circuit diving systems that recycle the diver's exhaled breath, removing carbon dioxide and replenishing oxygen. This technology extends the duration of dives and reduces the risk of decompression sickness. Additionally, advancements in underwater communication systems have improved diver safety by enabling real-time communication between divers and surface support teams. Robotics and drones. The use of robotics and drones has revolutionized cave exploration by allowing access to areas that are difficult or dangerous for humans to reach. Robotic systems equipped with cameras and sensors can navigate through narrow passages, collect data, and transmit it back to the surface. These robots can be remotely operated or programmed to autonomously explore caves. Drones, or unmanned aerial vehicles, UAVs, have also become valuable tools in cave exploration. Equipped with high-resolution cameras and lidar sensors, drones can capture detailed aerial images and create accurate 3D maps of cave entrances and surface features. They can also be used to survey large cave systems quickly and efficiently. Cave communication systems. Communication is crucial in cave exploration, especially in complex and extensive cave systems. Advancements in cave communication systems have greatly improved the safety and efficiency of cave exploration teams. Wireless communication devices, such as two-way radios and cave-specific communication systems, allow cave explorers to stay connected and coordinate their activities. These communication systems are designed to overcome the challenges of cave environments, such as limited visibility, narrow passages, and interference from rock formations. They provide reliable and clear communication between team members, ensuring their safety and facilitating efficient exploration. Conclusion. Advancements in cave exploration technology have transformed the way caves are explored and studied. Remote sensing techniques, cave mapping and 3D modeling, cave diving equipment, robotics and drones, and cave communication systems have all contributed to making cave exploration safer, more efficient, and more accessible. These technological advancements have not only enhanced our understanding of caves but also opened up new possibilities for scientific research, conservation efforts, and recreational activities. As technology continues to evolve, we can expect further advancements in cave exploration, leading to exciting discoveries and a deeper appreciation for the hidden wonders of the underground world. 12.2 Exploring Uncharted Cave Systems. Exploring uncharted cave systems is an exhilarating and challenging endeavor that requires careful planning, specialized equipment, and a deep understanding of cave exploration techniques. These unexplored caves hold the promise of new discoveries, hidden passages, and untouched natural wonders. In this section, we will discuss the essential steps and considerations for exploring uncharted cave systems. Understanding the importance of cave exploration. Exploring uncharted cave systems is crucial for expanding our knowledge of the underground world and the geological processes that shape it. These unexplored caves offer a unique opportunity to study untouched ecosystems, geological formations, and potentially discover new species. Additionally, cave exploration can provide valuable insights into the history of our planet and its geological evolution. Preparing for cave exploration. Before embarking on an expedition to explore uncharted cave systems, thorough preparation is essential. Here are some key steps to consider. Research and planning. Start by conducting extensive research on the cave system you intend to explore. Gather information from existing cave maps, geological surveys, and scientific literature. This research will help you understand the cave's geological characteristics, potential hazards, and any previous exploration attempts. Assembling a team. Cave exploration is a team effort that requires a diverse set of skills and expertise. Assemble a team of experienced cavers who are knowledgeable in cave exploration techniques, navigation, and safety protocols. Each team member should be physically fit, mentally prepared, and capable of handling the challenges that may arise during the expedition. Equipment and gear. Invest in high-quality cave exploration equipment and gear. This includes helmets, headlamps, ropes, harnesses, climbing gear, navigation tools, communication devices, and first aid kits. Ensure that all equipment is in good working condition and that each team member is familiar with its proper use. Safety measures. Safety should be the top priority during cave exploration. Develop a comprehensive safety plan that includes protocols for communication, navigation, emergency response, and potential hazards such as rockfalls, flooding, or cave collapses. Conduct regular safety briefings and ensure that all team members are trained in cave rescue techniques and first aid. Cave exploration techniques. Exploring uncharted cave systems requires a combination of physical endurance, technical skills, and a methodical approach. Here are some techniques commonly used in cave exploration. Cave mapping and surveying. Accurate mapping and surveying are crucial for documenting the cave system and creating detailed cave maps. Use a combination of traditional surveying techniques, such as compass and tape measurements, along with modern tools like laser rangefinders and digital mapping software. This process involves measuring distances, angles, and elevations to create an accurate representation of the cave's layout. Route finding and navigation. Navigating through uncharted cave systems can be challenging, as there are no established paths or markers. Develop effective route finding strategies by studying the cave's geological features, airflow patterns, and water flow. Use natural landmarks, such as distinctive rock formations or unique cave features, to create reference points and guide your exploration. Rope techniques and vertical caving. Uncharted cave systems often involve vertical sections that require specialized rope techniques and vertical caving skills. Learn and practice techniques such as rappelling, ascending, and traversing ropes to safely navigate these challenging sections. Ensure that all team members are proficient in these techniques and have the necessary equipment, including ascenders, descenders, and harnesses. Cave diving. In some cases, exploring uncharted cave systems may involve underwater passages or submerged sections. Cave diving is a highly specialized skill that requires advanced training and equipment. Only experienced cave divers should attempt cave diving, as it carries significant risks and challenges. Proper cave diving training, equipment, and safety protocols are essential for a successful and safe exploration. Environmental considerations. When exploring uncharted cave systems, it is crucial to minimize your impact on the cave's delicate ecosystem. Follow these guidelines to ensure responsible cave exploration. Avoid touching or damaging cave formations, as they are fragile and take thousands of years to form. Minimize disturbance to cave-dwelling organisms and their habitats. Pack out all trash and waste to leave the cave in its natural state. Follow any specific conservation guidelines or restrictions set by local authorities or cave management organizations. Conclusion. Exploring uncharted cave systems is a thrilling and rewarding experience that requires careful planning, preparation, and adherence to safety protocols. By conducting thorough research, assembling a skilled team, and using proper equipment and techniques, you can embark on a successful exploration of these hidden underground wonders. Remember to prioritize safety, minimize your impact on the cave environment, and always respect the delicate balance of these unique ecosystems. 12.3 Research and scientific discoveries in caves. Caves have long been a source of fascination for scientists and researchers. These underground environments provide a unique opportunity to study geological formations, ancient artifacts, and even the behavior of organisms that have adapted to life in the darkness. In this section, we will explore the research and scientific discoveries that have been made in caves and the valuable insights they have provided. The importance of cave research. Cave research plays a crucial role in expanding our understanding of various scientific disciplines. From geology and paleontology to archaeology and biology, caves offer a wealth of information waiting to be discovered. Here are some key areas where cave research has made significant contributions. 1. Geology and earth sciences. Caves provide a natural laboratory for studying geological processes and formations. By analyzing the rock formations, mineral deposits, and sediment layers found within caves, scientists can gain insights into the Earth's history, including past climate conditions, tectonic activity, and the formation of minerals. Caves also offer a unique opportunity to study karst landscapes, which are characterized by soluble rocks such as limestone and dolomite. 2. Paleontology. Caves have proven to be treasure troves for paleontologists. Fossilized remains of ancient animals, including extinct species, have been discovered in caves around the world. These fossils provide valuable insights into the evolution and biodiversity of past ecosystems. Additionally, caves can preserve delicate fossils that would otherwise be destroyed by exposure to the elements. 3. Archaeology. Caves have served as shelters and ceremonial sites for humans throughout history. Archaeologists have uncovered ancient artifacts, cave paintings, and evidence of early human habitation in caves. These discoveries shed light on the cultural practices, lifestyles, and technological advancements of our ancestors. Caves also provide a unique context for studying the interactions between humans and their environment. 4. Biology and ecology. Caves are home to a diverse range of organisms that have adapted to the unique conditions of these underground environments. Cave-dwelling species, known as troglobites, have evolved specialized traits to survive in the darkness, such as enhanced sensory organs and reduced pigmentation. Studying these organisms helps scientists understand the mechanisms of adaptation and evolution. Caves also serve as important habitats for bats, which play a crucial role in pollination and insect control. Techniques and tools for cave research. Conducting research in caves presents unique challenges due to the limited accessibility and delicate nature of these environments. Scientists employ a variety of techniques and tools to overcome these challenges and gather valuable data. Here are some commonly used methods in cave research. 1. Cave surveying and mapping. Accurate surveying and mapping of cave systems are essential for understanding their structure and layout. Scientists use specialized equipment, such as laser scanners and photogrammetry, to create detailed 3D models of cave passages. This information helps in identifying potential research areas and planning expeditions. 2. Sampling and analysis. Scientists collect samples of rocks, sediments, water, and air within caves to analyze their composition and properties. These samples can provide insights into the geological history, chemical processes, and microbial life within the cave. Advanced laboratory techniques, including DNA sequencing and isotopic analysis, help researchers unravel the complex interactions within cave ecosystems. 3. Remote sensing. In situations where direct access to caves is limited, remote sensing techniques are employed. Ground-penetrating radar, lit light detection and ranging, and thermal imaging are used to explore inaccessible cave passages and detect hidden chambers. These non-invasive methods allow scientists to gather valuable data without disturbing the delicate cave environment. 4. Cave diving. Some caves contain underwater passages that can only be explored by cave divers. Cave diving requires specialized training and equipment to safely navigate the submerged sections of the cave. Underwater exploration provides opportunities for studying unique geological formations, searching for submerged artifacts, and discovering new species adapted to the aquatic cave environment. Scientific discoveries in caves. Over the years, cave research has led to numerous scientific discoveries that have expanded our knowledge and challenged our understanding of the natural world. Here are a few notable examples. 1. The Chauvet-Pont d'Arc Cave. Discovered in 1994, the Chauvet-Pont d'Arc Cave in France contains some of the oldest known cave paintings in the world. These stunning artworks, dating back over 30,000 years, provide insights into the artistic abilities and cultural practices of early humans. 2. Lechuguilla Cave. Located in New Mexico, Lechuguilla Cave is renowned for its unique mineral formations and extreme microbial life. The cave's gypsum chandeliers and sulfuric acid pools have provided valuable insights into the formation of cave minerals and the potential for life in extreme environments. 3. Mobile Cave. Mobile Cave in Romania is a remarkable ecosystem that has been isolated from the outside world for millions of years. The cave is home to a diverse array of unique and endemic species, including eyeless insects and bacteria that derive energy from sulfur compounds. Studying this cave has expanded our understanding of how life can adapt and thrive in extreme conditions. 4. Rising Star Cave. In 2013, the Rising Star Cave in South Africa yielded a remarkable discovery known as Homo naledi. This previously unknown species of human ancestor has challenged our understanding of human evolution and raised questions about the diversity of early hominine species. These are just a few examples of the groundbreaking discoveries made in caves around the world. As technology and research techniques continue to advance, we can expect even more exciting revelations from the depths of the Earth. Conclusion. Cave research plays a vital role in expanding our knowledge of the Earth's history, biodiversity, and cultural heritage. Through the use of advanced techniques and tools, scientists have made significant scientific discoveries in caves, ranging from ancient artworks and fossils to unique ecosystems and human ancestors. The future of cave exploration holds the promise of further scientific breakthroughs and a deeper understanding of our planet's hidden treasures. 12.4 Conservation and preservation efforts for caves. Caves are unique and fragile ecosystems that require special attention and care to ensure their long-term preservation. As more and more people become interested in cave exploration and tourism, it is crucial to implement effective conservation and preservation efforts to protect these natural wonders for future generations. In this section, we will explore the various strategies and initiatives that are being undertaken to conserve and preserve caves. Understanding the importance of conservation and preservation. Conservation and preservation efforts for caves are essential for several reasons. Firstly, caves are home to a wide variety of unique and often rare species, including bats, cave-dwelling insects, and blind fish. These species have adapted to the dark and often extreme conditions of caves and are highly sensitive to changes in their environment. By conserving caves, we are protecting these delicate ecosystems and the biodiversity they support. Secondly, caves are geological wonders that provide valuable insights into Earth's history. The formations found within caves, such as stalactites, stalagmites, and flowstones, are formed over thousands of years and can provide scientists with valuable information about past climates and geological processes. Preserving these formations allows us to study and learn from them, contributing to our understanding of the Earth's history. Lastly, caves hold cultural and historical significance for many communities. They have been used by humans for thousands of years as shelters, ceremonial sites, and even as art galleries. Preserving these cultural artifacts and sites within caves is crucial for maintaining our connection to the past and preserving our cultural heritage. Conservation and preservation strategies. Conservation and preservation efforts for caves involve a combination of strategies aimed at minimizing human impact, managing visitor activities, and protecting the cave ecosystem. Here are some of the key strategies being implemented. 1. Cave management plans. Developing comprehensive cave management plans is a crucial step in ensuring the long-term conservation and preservation of caves. These plans outline the goals, objectives, and strategies for managing and protecting the cave ecosystem. They take into account factors such as visitor management, monitoring and research, habitat protection, and education and outreach programs. Cave management plans are typically developed in collaboration with scientists, cave explorers, local communities, and government agencies. 2. Visitor education and outreach. Educating visitors about the importance of cave conservation and preservation is vital in minimizing human impact on cave ecosystems. Visitor education programs can include guided tours, interpretive signage, and educational materials that highlight the fragility of cave ecosystems and the need to follow responsible cave exploration practices. By raising awareness and promoting responsible behavior, visitors can become advocates for cave conservation. 3. Cave monitoring and research. Regular monitoring and research are essential for understanding the health of cave ecosystems and identifying potential threats. Monitoring programs can include tracking water quality, air quality, temperature, and humidity levels within caves. This data helps scientists and cave managers identify changes in the cave environment and take appropriate conservation measures. Research efforts also contribute to our understanding of cave ecosystems and aid in the development of effective conservation strategies. 4. Habitat protection. Protecting the habitat within and around caves is crucial for maintaining the delicate balance of cave ecosystems. This can involve implementing buffer zones around caves to prevent development or disturbance, controlling access to sensitive areas, and managing human waste disposal. Protecting the surrounding habitat also ensures the availability of resources for cave-dwelling species, such as food sources and roosting sites for bats. 5. Cave restoration. In cases where caves have been damaged or degraded due to human activities or natural events, restoration efforts may be necessary. Cave restoration involves repairing and rehabilitating damaged cave formations, removing debris, and restoring the natural hydrological and ecological processes within the cave. These efforts require careful planning and implementation to ensure that restoration activities do not cause further harm to the cave ecosystem. 6. Collaboration and partnerships. Conservation and preservation efforts for caves require collaboration and partnerships between various stakeholders, including government agencies, scientists, cave explorers, local communities, and tourism operators. By working together, these stakeholders can share knowledge, resources, and expertise to develop and implement effective conservation strategies. Collaboration also helps to ensure that the interests of all parties are considered, leading to more sustainable and balanced approaches to cave conservation. Conclusion. Conservation and preservation efforts for caves are essential to protect these unique and fragile ecosystems. By implementing strategies such as cave management plans, visitor education, monitoring and research, habitat protection, cave restoration, and collaboration, we can ensure the long-term preservation of caves for future generations. It is our responsibility to explore caves responsibly, minimize our impact, and advocate for their conservation. By doing so, we can continue to enjoy the beauty and wonder of caves while preserving them for the benefit of both nature and humanity.